Hello, everyone, and welcome to Helpful Goat Presents Tier Beyond the Doors. I just had to wait Andy out before he said anything awkward. Chose a sneak attack there instead of counting it down so he couldn't, scream obscenities or other random nonsense.
Well done.
Yes, welcome to Helpful Goat Presents Tier Beyond the Doors, where my friends and I build and explore a world of fantasy and magic, or not so much magic, in the case of Tier. I am Galway Trainer, the unbenevolent dictator of Helpful Goat Gaming. I have a horrible head cold. Sorry if that makes things weird tonight. I am also not alone in either this game or in sickness. With me, as always, the benevolent dictator of Helpful Goat Gaming, Andy.
Hey! I'm also sick, so...
Continuing this run, Lena.
Hi.
Also recovering from illness. TJ.
I'm sick for you, baby.
Oh
There it is. And if stickiness was an illness, that'd be her.
Oh my gosh.
Chris.
Just really can't get over it, can you?
No, I never will. I never will.
We can't get over the crotch. I'm sorry.
My crotch is pretty amazing. I know.
Yikes.
Jesus I can't even I got choked on my own vileness right there. Sorry.
Already.
It went down pretty smoothly for me. I don't know about you.
Oh, TJ.
Oh Lord. Okay. Moving along. We are Helpful Goat Gaming. We are a small independent game design firm. We get on Twitch just about every week on Friday evenings and play some D&D, either this campaign right now or our long-form campaign, Goats and Dragons, The Fate of Rin. So you can follow us on here, check us out, maybe subscribe or cheer us some bits. You can also follow us on Twitter at Helpful Goat or check out our website at helpfulgoat.com. Like I said, head cold. It's going to be interesting this evening. We are currently in the middle of Tier Beyond the Doors, which will be coming soon to our podcast feed for Helpful Goat Presents. I think that's coming out in February sometime. Andy? Confirmed tonight?
I believe so. Yeah, I think it's the next thing up.
Cool.
After Waterdeep.
So that'll be coming up to the podcast feed for Helpful Goat Presents, and we also have our long-form homebrew campaign, Goats and Dragons, The Fates of Rin, which is on our Goats and Dragons podcast feed, which is still going strong. I think the podcast is starting to actually catch up to the live streams, so you're running less and less risk of massive spoiler territory if you tune in live.
Indeed.
And let's see. Anyone else have any acknowledgements, notes, or anything, announcements before I get started on the recap?
I think we're good. I'm good.
I'm going to judge from the stunning silence afterwards that everyone else is as well.
I mean, I could be Adam for a second and then have an announcement in 20 seconds when you've started.
So much love for Adam. So, you feel free to cut in with a random announcement once I start on this, but to settle in. Last time, on Tier Beyond the Doors, the party departed from Stronghold, the only world that they had ever known, going in search of Letheriel, their teacher, or information on what had happened to everyone else in town. They happened across a family attacked by monstrous ants and helped them, and in exchange, received free stay at the inn in the town of Red Meadow. Traveling on for another day, they reached Red Meadow, only to find it on fire. As they snuck into the town in an attempt to see what was going on, they found skeletal monstrosities stalking the streets. And in the square, the townspeople had been gathered, and more skeletons herded them towards a platform in the very center, where a skeleton that looked somewhat different, with bright purple lights in its eyes, stood touching a stone to each villager in passing. It seemed that they were looking for something, though upon not finding it, they moved to kill villagers. As the group sprung into action, fighting against him, Ariel furiously trying to draw the attention of the purple bone daddy. The group ended up prevailing, though not defeating the purple skeleton, who commented that he was very pleased to have found them. He proceeded to retreat, having summoned a shadowy steed, and it seemed that the stone he held reacted to magical energies. The group were hailed as heroes, saviors of the town, and feted and feasted, and they were taken to the inn where they were given some privacy and a little bit of time to recover, and then met with the mayor, one Gerard Nobleson. He said he had never heard of such a thing happening in the town and its history, though he has heard of other incidents like this happening, an increasing pattern of attacks led by a figure called the Nightmaster. It seemed that the authorities were generally powerless to stop this Nightmaster, though there was one hero standing against it using magical power, an elvish woman known only as the Sunleaf. The group instantly recognized signs that this might indeed be their teacher, Letheriel, who they still looked for. The mayor asked a favor of the party if they would deliver a missive asking for reinforcements from the magistrates in Gotweil, which they were heading to anyway, and in exchange provided them with supplies and supplies for the journey. Yeah, I just skipped a line. It's okay. It's fine. This will all get edited in post.
Will it?
No, it won't, will it? Among the supplies, Neldor caught sight of 2 parcels sitting against a wall, and when they were unwrapped, they revealed 4 weapons, 2 staves, and 2 short swords. The mayor almost trembled when he saw them, stating that he remembered his father, an adventurer and mayor of the town and owner of the shop before him, had told him to keep these, because he had met an elvish woman in town 45 years ago, who paid him to hold on to them for delivery to a group of adventurers who would be there to pick them up in 45 years. The woman sounded exactly like Letheriel, and had been traveling from the east. The group took these weapons, pondering them, trying to figure out what they were, what connection they could have, and how Letheriel could have predicted this. Sunny discovered that they had 2 types of magic, and one of them felt very related to the purple skeleton that they had seen, and perhaps even the cataclysm that had destroyed much of Tyr. And so, the group set out early in the morning, hoping to get to Gotweil and see what more information they could find. So, you all have been heading out now from the town of Red Meadow, and it's only been about a couple of hours. And Neldor, you see something off to the side of the road.
What do I see?
It's very difficult, and anyone else probably would have missed it, but you see a little disturbance in the grass, like where, if the grass was just all the same, you would sort of see a filling in of pattern. There's a piece of it missing.
Like a patch missing? Like there's dirt there in the center?
It's a little too far off for you to be able to see if there's dirt there. It's just, you can kind of only see it as the grass itself. There's just a gap where it should be waving in the breeze in the morning, and it's not.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay. It's gotta be pretty big. How far away am I from it?
Probably only about 25 feet.
So it's still gotta be a pretty big gap for me to be able to see and tell what it is from that distance. Okay. Hey guys, I'm gonna step over here for a second. I'm gonna walk over to the disturbance in the grass.
Very good.
You going to the bathroom or something, or what is this? What's going? Why are people just up and going?
Just you can see me. I'm walking right over here. It just looks weird. I just want to, after everything we've seen, I just kind of want to look at this grass thing.
All
It's
right,
weird.
you do you.
Is it more giant ants? Because I really don't want to fight more giant ants.
Oh shit!
Oh
I
my
didn't
God.
even think of that.
Oh God, Sonny.
Here, maybe like I should come with you. Ariel's gonna draw her normal
Deal.
sword, and walk along with you.
I'll cover you from the cart over here.
Rook, did you just get an accent that you've never had before?
Yeah.
I'm a changeling and I do all kinds of things.
Are you
What you
nervous?
talking about?
I can't tell if you're in Boston or Brooklyn, and I kind of like
know.
it.
Brookston.
Brookston.
I contain multitudes.
It's a little southy right there. Okay. Now there's. I'm walking over to the patch with Ariel.
So as you move over, it's actually pretty easy. You only need to move about 15 feet sort of off the road. There's a patch that's about a 10-foot radius circle that's been burned away.
Okay.
And you can see
Is it-
almost scorch marks in the dirt.
Is it
What?
a perfect circle? Oh, sorry, go ahead, Sunny.
What direction are we heading from Rosewild?
Red Meadow?
Red Meadow? You picked something red and a description of untended space. Okay.
I tried.
You did fantastic.
You are heading west towards Gotweil.
Okay.
Is that the way Big Purple Bone Daddy went?
That is both the way that Big Purple Bone Daddy went, and also the way that you were told that the young woman from Red Meadow who used magic was taken.
And
Oh.
also the way that they were watching during the battle, like they were scared of something coming from that direction, right?
I thought they were looking
Yes.
east.
I think
No.
they were looking west.
They were looking
Okay.
west.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So it's a 10-foot diameter burn spot in the grass
10-foot radius.
radius.
So does it look like
And I think, sorry, and
is
I
it
think
a
you would
perfect
ask,
circle?
it is a perfect circle.
Okay. And then does it look like so has all wildlife been scored away from it, like all the plant life, or is it just like it's been burned?
You don't need to roll for anything that. Everything is gone from it. It's just bare dirt. Like 1 inch outside the 10-foot radius, you have grass and tall grasses and stuff like that. 1 inch inside the 10-foot radius, nothing.
Okay.
I want to bend down and just touch the earth. Just touch the dirt there. Is it warm?
So you're going to bend down and you're going to touch inside that radius.
Well,
So
now you're
I
making
love
me
that
second
question.
guess.
so you're
That's
touching
really what I want to do.
Sorry, you're touching though the blasted dirt area, not the grass or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
I'm here
It-
for you.
It feels
Yeah.
it feels warm to the touch, but not excessively warm. Like it feels like soil that's absorbed some sunlight already during the day. Though give me a perception check real quick.
Yeah.
18, very nice. You feel a little tingle of magical energy.
Interesting. Okay. Is there, and it's just charred earth. There's no like bones.
Certainly with that 18 perception for the feel, but also just looking around, you don't see any bones or anything like that. Though you do start to see It's very hard, but with that perception check, you can kind of see it right by your hand. There's actually a little bit of a pattern burned in.
Interesting.
Very. Okay. Ariel?
Do you,
What do I do with this? Do you see this?
Well, it's just like it's like dirt, right? Like
Yeah, but there's like this. I mean, I see this kind of like a pattern in the scorch marks.
OMG. And she'll take a look. Does Ariel also see it?
With Nelder pointing it out to you, yeah, you can definitely see it.
Has Ariel, I'm assuming that because the only way out of our home was through the doors, we never saw a teleportation circle before, yeah?
You didn't have any, though you certainly knew of that branch of magic.
Okay. I don't know that Ariel would actually recognize it as such. So would that be an Arcana or like history check to see if like she would like remember reading about it somewhere or being told about them?
You could give me an Arcana check. You could give me an Arcana or a history check, your choice. If you're trying to remember what you were told about them, you could give me a Charisma check if you want to try to speak to the magic.
Ooh, she will totally speak to the magic with her sassy charisma.
Yes.
Like, OMG, little circle in the dirt. Like, what do you want to tell me?
Oof.
Ouch.
8.
Perhaps you need to get down and touch the dirt too.
I mean,
we're just gonna keep moving
It's up
so
to the
that
DM
doesn't
if-
get so that doesn't get responded to. You're not really directly familiar with this type of magic. It's certainly magic. Something magical did this. So you can get that over what Neldor, or you can confirm Neldor's suspicion on that.
Okay.
But you're not really sure what type of magic. You can also still give me that history or Arcana check if you want to.
yeah, she'll kind of rack what little brains she has, and like, oh my god, with that 9, I like totally don't understand like what this is, but it's super magic.
I couldn't have said it better, so I'm just leaving that as the DM's response to that.
Hey, what's going on over there, you guys? You've been poking the ground for a while.
Hey, Rook.
What's up?
Rook, come over and
Yeah.
take a look at this.
I will yell at Sunny. There's like a magic circle over here. I'm being really loud. There's like a magic circle over here, and it's like in the dirt. You should come over.
Cool. Yeah, definitely. Let's
Hey,
go over
you're good
there.
at dirt. Come on over,
I
Sunny.
love dirt. That is such a good point. Thank you for thinking of me, Ariel. You're so nice.
Yeah, Oriel, and also the whole magic thing. We're supposed to be, just a little bit of a keeping it on the DL, like the kids say.
That's also a really good point.
Oh my god, I am so
Yeah.
sorry.
That's
Yeah,
what the
I'll
kids say,
go over
right?
there.
Sonny, that's what the kids say.
Okay.
Am I a kid?
I don't know.
Ariel is also mouthing DL like she's trying to figure out what the hell that means.
So yeah, Sunny, you go over and like I said, you see 10-foot radius circle. You can see the pattern where it almost looks like there was heat and it was more intense in some places than others.
I want to try to figure out why there is a pattern. Not what you just told me, that the heat was more intense, but like why that would be.
Probably an Arcana check then.
I rolled a 7.
Woo!
I hope we don't have to fight today.
Don't worry,
Just
Neldor
get
will
'em all
save
out
you.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, Nelder,
you're
you
not
gotta carry the party.
you're not really familiar with this type of magic. The other thing you could do is, if you're specifically looking at the pattern, you could give me an investigation check to try to understand exactly what the pattern actually is.
Okay, I guess I'll do that. I didn't mean to roll
Wow.
twice.
Good
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't mean
Christ!
to fumble on both the rolls, but I did.
Jesus!
Holy shit, we're all gonna fucking die.
Yeah. Let's hope we don't get into any fights. Let's try to actively avoid
Like,
fights tonight.
See, there's the one level of thinking, okay, what do I do with a fumble? And then there's a second level of going, what do I do with clearly an ordained by fate? This is definitively a fumble.
Just pretend I only rolled once because I didn't mean to click it twice. So don't do an
No,
ordained by fate fumble.
no.
Just
This
a normal
is
fumble.
this is the dice don't lie.
Just
So yeah,
like
you
die or
hits,
dicks.
man.
you get
Just like my kids.
you get to work copying them down, and you feel it takes you probably 15 minutes, but you're pretty sure you have the whole sequence, and it does look like it's two bands, one right along the outer rim of the circle, and then one a little further in of symbols.
Okay, and I think I copied it down accurate.
Yep.
Can I look at what you copied down and just kind of look,
Yeah.
see if I recognize the symbols that you wrote
Definitely.
down or something? Yeah,
Another
okay.
set of eyes is always good.
Yeah. Could I maybe roll Arcana to see if I recognize what she wrote?
So if you're trying to
Or
examine
history?
whether that circle or the thing she's detailed are part of a spell, that would be an Arcana check, yeah.
All right, yeah, let's look at that. Oh gosh!
Sweet Jesus.
Oh, no. I crit
Wow. Wow. Now
Oh.
you know what it's like to be me.
What?
God.
Is this?
So, just, we're doing the live recording of the podcast here. Just for anyone listening at home, right now is the moment where the DM's brain is going, what were the encounters that could come up in this session?
Oh god.
How hard were they? Shit,
Oh,
man.
God.
Okay, Rook, with that 4
Do it.
fumble Arcana, you're pretty sure this is a summoning circle.
Okay.
And you're pretty sure that this is a summoning circle from the elemental plane of fire.
Ah, okay. Okay, yeah. I tell that to everyone else. I say, why don't we step back? I mean, it makes sense. There's the whole thing is charred and all burnt up and everything. So yeah, I don't think we should mess with this.
But
Is
it's,
it like active or is it
like-
like dormant? Dormant.
DM, do I know if that is active or dormant? Or
You are not sure.
I don't know. It could go off any second. That's
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
scary.
who knows. Who knows?
So,
Yeah, I think we leave this alone, right?
Can
like,
Neldor
go ahead, Nelma.
would like to can I disturb it so it can't be anything?
After Rook just
As
said
you-
to leave it alone.
As you sort of
Right.
you certainly
Don't.
could, and
Stick it with my
you know
shoe.
enough about magical systems that use these kinds of inscribed or inscribe circles or glyphs like this, that breaking up the glyph normally prevents the spell from working. And as you go to do that, you actually notice that Sunny has already obliterated it in the process of trying to write it down. She was just paying
Oh, good.
no attention to where she was stepping.
So,
Oh, fantastic. Okay,
so you guys, just out of curiosity, because I know we're supposed to be keeping these magic things in dirty limericks, like the kids say.
DL.
So,
I see.
so, someone else had to draw this, right?
Yes.
I mean, maybe?
So,
Yeah.
I don't think we can know that for sure, but probably.
Someone is summoning circle. That would
yeah,
be
my vote's
someone
on Big
having to
Purple
draw
Bone
it.
Daddy.
But what if he just had a really giant stamp or something, or cast a spell to make it appear here?
I mean, the thing is, maybe it was Purple Bone Daddy, because he was, not a good dude,
Mhm.
but what if, there are other magic people besides him, roaming around?
You mean like
Just
us?
as an aside, we
Yeah.
already know that there are.
We know that,
the
well, that's
we know
kind
that
of
the unity is magic.
that's what Ariel's kind of getting at. So Ariel's I don't know. Like, we know that there's like these magic assholes, like called the Unity.
Hey, Ariel, remember how they may or may not be listening at all times?
Oh yeah. So there are like these magic assholes
No, okay,
called
let me
the
just
Unity.
let's just take this a little slow, and I'll just talk to you telepathically, and then pass it on to the rest of the group. Okay? Okay, I want you to telepathic link with.
Oh my
You can
God.
talk now.
So as you telepathize with Ariel, you do notice that every time you speak to her, it appears the hamster dance is also playing in the background in her head.
I feel like that really dates us, just so you know.
It really does.
I also love the fact that I feel like collectively as a group we have established that telepathy can have background music, like multi-party chat, call waiting.
Hold, please. Think.
So anyways, like I was saying, I feel like there might be more than just one evil purple bone daddy in this situation, you know? Like, maybe there's lots of people who we might want to, like, think about?
I'll pass that on to the rest of the group. Let's just have a conversation like normal and pretend that I'm doing the slow passing it
Yeah,
on
okay,
to everyone
that's
thing.
totally... Yeah, we'll do it as we're walking, too, if we want. So, like, we keep going.
Yeah, if we're done with the
Yeah.
circle, we can.
Oh yeah, let's get far away from this friggin'
Oh,
thing.
it's okay, because I fucked it up when I was copying down the symbols, so
That's-
this is all we have left of it. I'll kind of shake my dope.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean there might be more than one. There might be a blue bone daddy. There might be an orange bone daddy. I don't.
Maybe there's bone daddies of every color of the rainbow.
Oh my god,
Possible.
I want the green one.
You
You
want?
don't collect them.
Yeah.
They're not ours to collect.
I mean,
Alright.
This isn't like Pokemon.
only if he's, like, nice and, like, cute and is, like, Pokemon, like... I think my parents described that to me at one point, and that's, like, an adult activity.
Is that Oriole or
I think
TJ?
you're putting the emphasis on the wrong.
that
Is
I feel like all of this has slid to where I'm not sure if this is characters or
sorry.
players.
Sorry.
I'm just like,
I'm sorry, but taste the Bone Daddy Rainbow, really?
Oh my
Wow.
god! That needs to be the subsidiary title for this episode.
Oh my god.
oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get back into character.
I don't even know what your excuse is, TJ. Like, I'm sick and Andy's sick. Like, what's your excuse?
he has a sickness of the soul.
What? He's fabulous.
I'm gonna say I'm just a fucked up dude, man.
Anyway.
All right. Anyways, okay. So yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't think that just us and just this like evil skeleton dude are the only ones that are doing something right now. I just kind of have a feeling.
Yeah, we
Right,
should
like,
definitely like keep an eye out for things and try to keep our magic on the DL. Remember that the Unity
Ariel.
might be interested in trying to recruit us, which
No.
we should try to avoid that.
Shit, sorry. Neldor's gonna look at Ariel and just mouth down low.
Ariel's going to like look down immediately and start searching the ground for a circle.
Ariel, get up. We gotta keep going. It's ridiculous.
Well, okay, fine. I was just doing what I was told. I'm really bad at dirty limericks, you guys. I'm gonna have to like figure something out. Okay? She's gonna get
What
real
are you
quiet.
talking about?
Like, keep the magic and dirty limericks on the DL.
No, we don't need to rhyme or whatever limericks are. That doesn't really involve plants. I don't really know what those are. We just need to like be on the down low about it. It's a colloquialism / an idiom that means like be really like, keep it quiet and stealthy and on the down low down. Did that help? Did I just make it worse?
Oh my god.
You
Wow,
did,
I'm
because
loud.
low down is like giving me the deets, whereas the down low is like keeping it nice and quiet.
Are deets like a form of fermented beet? Because I don't think I like them.
No,
All
I'm
right.
allergic
Yep.
to beets.
No,
We can't have any
Yep,
beets.
yep, they are. That's what it is. Okay, moving on.
I like how the DM and Andy has come out of like, all right.
We need to move
So-
the show along.
You travel for most of the
Oh.
rest of the day, and then another day, and nothing much happens. And sort of on this second day in camp, you all have made camp off by the side of the road, set up your fire. You have the tents that the mayor gave you, and you pull out the weapons from the shop and are looking at them.
So I was thinking, like, maybe we should try like getting more connected with some of these.
I
How about you
mean,
guys?
it's not that I disagree with you because I think you always have a really valid viewpoint, of course. But I'm just a little concerned about the other energy you sensed on these, where it's like the energy from the cataclysms, and maybe we should just proceed with caution.
I like totally agree.
I think
So
we should cautiously attune to these things.
Maybe before we attune to them, we should investigate them a little more.
I mean,
we've looked at them.
Like, see if we
What
can
else is
figure
there
out
to
if
do?
it's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, how
can-
about I sit down with it, I am quiet with it, I meditate on it, and I try to communicate and reach my soul out to it. That's a good way to
So
investigate.
you're attuning. You're describing attunement.
I mean, that's what one person might call it, but
Okay,
I'll just
well,
do that.
I'm personally going to investigate mine a little more before I try to do that. But you have a really valid viewpoint too, Rook, and I understand that you have a lot of experience and think you know what you're doing, and I'm sure it'll be totally fine.
Neldor,
sure I
like,
will
what
too.
do you think?
The optimism of this group is killing me.
Like in a good way?
Yeah, are we killing you with kindness? Or-
Yeah.
Or a garden tool?
Garden tool.
Okay.
I don't have any garden tools, and it's
think-
really depressing me, you guys, actually. So if you could just not bring that up again.
Oh my god,
Silly.
I am so
I'm so
sorry.
sorry.
I just.
You
Thank
can like
you.
use my long
It's been
sword
really hard.
as a spade if I
Really?
can attune to like this other sword.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you, Ariel. I'm just saying maybe proceed with caution and investigate a little before you do it, is all.
Well, maybe you should like investigate yours since you're like a lot smarter than I am. And
But
then
I'm kind of scared to roll the dice because I just like rolled 2 fumbles in a row without even meaning to roll 2 dice.
I mean,
So-
the DM said dice don't lie, but yeah. So
Does the
valid
fourth wall
concern.
even exist on this campaign?
I totally forgot. It does now.
it has been obliterated. I guess Ariel, spurred on by Sunny, will attempt to investigate a little further, but she's going to use Arcana. So sorry, you guys.
You can also give me a charisma check, because that's sort of how you interact with magic.
I mean, yeah, she'll definitely try the charisma check if she thinks she can get more out of it that way. But because I critted,
You critted, but you sort of critted over the set of objects as a whole, as opposed to one specific one.
okay. I mean, I'll definitely use the charisma check.
So which one are you looking at?
I will be looking at the Sword of Fire, the one that
Okay.
I may be attuning to. 10.
You're not getting too much past what you already did. There's 2 types of magic in it. One of those magic seems much more like the skeleton, the purple skeleton, or the cataclysm, and almost seems to be eating the fire magic that was in the sword. Yeah, but it's
Do I
hard for
get
you
a
to
sense
get
of
too much more.
the progress of the magic that's eating the other magic? Like, if it's almost gone, if it's like half and half, like, or is it?
It is not. It is the original magic. The original fire magic is weakened, certainly, but is still definitely there.
Okay, I will relate all of that to the group in Ariel speak.
So I want to look at the light staff and see if I can figure out if it would be dangerous to attune to it and also what it does without attuning to it. I can figure either the same. What check?
Arcana.
2 separate arcanas? I'm just
Uh,
hedging my bets here.
no, it's going to be 1 Arcana.
But it's 2 different questions. Okay, I'm rolling.
And Rook is just taking his outside the light of the fire and
Hey,
has
a
sit down
9.
and doing his
Rook is a tooting.
straight up. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So Rook's the tuning. So while this is going on, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Andy. Sunny, you're not really able to get anything that Ariel didn't get before. You definitely feel light energy inside it. You feel something almost protective in it. And you're pretty sure that doesn't come from the purple energy. It comes from the light.
Okay. I think I'll just wait and see how this goes for Rook before attuning to mine. Because that way, if it goes badly for Rook, we can all jump in and help him out, and none of us will be compromised, right, you guys?
That definitely makes sense. I just don't want like anything to happen to poor Rook.
Well,
Rook,
I mean,
he makes his own choices. He's an adult.
you feel as you're meditating on this, as they're talking over by the fire, you feel the shadows around you almost move in and
Oh,
quench part of the light.
perfect.
And inside it, you should now have in your handouts the handout for the Grasping Dark.
I love it.
Um,
As I'm like sitting there trying to attune to this, it's kind of on my lap. But my shadow is like dancing in front of me with it. You know that YouTube video of the like chubby kid like doing Star Wars moves in his like garage? My shadow is basically doing that
okay.
with this.
You give me an Arcana check, real quick. Rook.
Solid, I can do that.
So close to breaking the curse.
Ugh.
Truffle shovel.
You definitely feel that the two abilities, even though they're linked, don't come from the same place.
Interesting. Okay.
All right.
Do we see like Rook is like, because I would say Ariel is probably watching Rook pretty intently, trying not to disturb him, but also like trying to make sure he's okay. Like, do we see the shadows move in, or is it
So
more...
what you see, Ariel, as you're looking at it, and that was sort of Rook's perception, was that the shadows moved in and surrounded him. From your perspective, the shadows from the forest beyond the firelight basically turned into a dome that just slammed over him.
So Ariel's gonna run toward the dome, and if she can, start like trying to get in or pound on it.
As you run up to it, it fades back into just shadow, and you can see Rook sitting there with the staff on his knees, and everything seems normal again.
Oh my God, Rook, are you okay? You were like almost eaten by like a giant shadow monster.
Is that true? That
What does it
seems
feel like?
unlikely.
I mean, I don't think it was a giant shadow monster, but Ariel was just concerned about you. How do you feel? Do you feel normal? Do you feel like in danger? Should we do something?
No, I
Are you
feel
okay?
fine. I feel alone in the dark. I feel great.
You feel alone in the dark.
Uh-huh.
Is there light right now? To us?
Yeah.
I'm just kind of insight checking. Hey, I rolled over a 10. I rolled a 13. I just want to see
Yay.
if Rook seems normal to me. As normal as he ever does. Normal for Rook.
Okay. With that set of qualifiers, I would say, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, Andy, but I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I feel good. I feel really good.
You feel okay?
Oh yeah, totally.
What do you mean you feel alone in the dark?
I don't know. It's an expression some people say. All right, who's next?
Like,
I've
wait,
never heard
dirty
that. Wait, what does that
people?
mean?
Yeah, I've
What
never
we-
heard that. I
yeah.
don't say that.
I think it just
Who
is
says
kind of
that?
like like an expression like in Dirty Limericks. Like that's just what the kids say. Like alone in the dark.
Ariel, I don't know what you're talking about.
Neither do I. So I think I'm gonna try tuning next.
Okay, can you
he's
just
okay.
like wait for a sec? I just want to make sure he's definitely okay, and that was kind of a weird thing to say, right?
Also, just for
Maybe
streams
Sunny-
for stream's sake, the stats of his staff are now up on screen.
To be fair, Sunny, Rook said some pretty weird stuff. I mean,
That's true.
He is like delightfully weird, and that's why we love him.
that's
Yeah,
what we
definitely.
appreciate about you.
It is. We appreciate a lot about you, Rook, not just that, but also that. Okay, I guess you guys are right. It's probably okay. It's probably normal.
All right, so I still think we should probably each do it like one at a
Yeah.
time. So like if nobody minds, I'll like try and go next.
Okay, just, take it slow, be careful. If anything feels weird, stop trying to attune to it.
Oh my god, I am always careful and never weird.
Okay.
And Ariel will proceed to try and attune.
And you're sort of sitting where you are on the map.
Yep.
So yeah, you sit and you sort of lay the short sword across your knees, and like I said, the blade is almost twisted, not wavy like a crisp blade, but almost like a screw effect.
Oh.
On it.
Okay. Wow.
And it's blackened. And as you sort of finish this several minutes of meditating on it, you suddenly see the fire in the center of the camp spark and just kick up flames. And as they subside, you can now feel the blade's properties, or the properties of the guttering flame.
Oh my god, you guys. She's going to turn and look at everyone else. Did you like see the fire do that thing with like the flames and like
Did we?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really something. How do you feel?
How do you feel? Yeah.
like warm, but there's like a fire. So I don't know.
Well, like abnormally warm, more warm than you did before you attuned to it?
I don't know. Do you think I have a fever? She'll like feel her forehead. I don't think so. She's breathing like little frost crystals out of her nose as she says this.
I rolled a 22 to see if she's acting normal for her.
I'd say so.
Very much.
Ariel, give me a charisma check with advantage.
Hot damn! Nat 20.
Hey.
Very, 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 very interesting. Okay. You feel that this weapon was a magical blade that was corrupted by cataclysmic energy. And you feel that it might be possible to repair it. You're not entirely sure what that would take, but you think it is possible to repair it. You're also fairly sure that the ability on it, flash fire,
Mm-hmm.
you're 99% sure that that comes from the corruption. It doesn't come from the sword itself.
Okay.
And so that using it would probably corrupt the weapon further and also be dangerous to you.
Okay.
Do you share that?
Yeah, Ariel will share basically all of that to the group, just saying to watch out for corruption in your guys' stuff.
However, you don't feel that using it or attuning to it has any inherent danger. Like,
Well,
you can
I will
use
also
it
totally
normally,
mention
it's
that
just,
too.
for yours, it's just that ability, the flash fire ability, feels like it's coming from the corruption.
Yeah.
Can you tell Ariel if it would be easier to fix it if we aren't attuned to it, or if it'd be easier if you are attuned to it?
You think... Sorry, just because... I'll just answer in your mind, Ariel.
Yes.
You think that the only way to fix it is to be attuned to it and to use it, And then you're going to have to do something more, and you're not quite sure what that something more is yet.
Okay. So she will also relate that.
Huh. Okay. But it feels like it's safe to attune, at least to yours.
Yeah, like it doesn't seem to like be hurting me at all right now.
Okay.
I probably would be like super careful with like trying to use any like dangerous abilities.
Neldor, do you want to go next, or should I?
I'll go next.
Okay.
So Neldor's just gonna sit and look at this short sword of cold.
Sorry, I was inputting TJ's thing. I think I have the stat block in your character sheet correct now.
Awesome.
You can see on your roll, I was like, yeah, it's not going to work normally. Very good. So you're sitting and you put this blade that is this brilliant gleaming silver that almost fades to transparent at the edges. And you meditate on it and you think about it. And just as you're starting to sort of feel that you feel the sword and you understand it, a little swirl of snow goes through the air. And you kind of look over at Ariel, but it didn't seem to come from her.
Ariel will say if she can see this, she'll be giggling slightly because it makes her happy to see snow.
Okay.
And you are now attuned to the melting frost.
Melting frost. Ooh.
How are you feeling, Neldor?
I feel same.
Exactly the same?
I mean, yeah. Yeah. I don't really feel like a whole lot different.
Insight check to see if Neldor seems normal for Neldor, so I rolled a 24.
I think she seems fine.
Paranoia.
I know. She's inciting everyone.
Okay.
All right,
Cool.
Sunny. It's your turn.
Yeah, because, I mean, I guess if you guys were all possessed, I would know, right? So it'd be okay,
Definitely.
because then I wouldn't do it. I would be able to tell.
Of course you would, Sonny.
I just...
One of us. One of us.
One of us.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll bow to peer pressure this once. So I'll attune to it. The light staff.
Very good. Sorry, give me a second. Neldor, you should have the melting frost as an attack now in your character sheet.
Aha. Yes.
So yeah, Sunny, you lay the staff across your knees, and everyone has sort of commented on something has happened sort of right as they're getting there, and you feel the energies, and you're sort of starting to reach out to them and understand. And nothing seems to be happening in the environment from your perspective. Everyone else, Sunny is now glowing.
Oh my god, Sunny, you're like so radiant right now.
Oh, that's so nice of you, Ariel. Thank you.
No, like literally, you're like
Yeah,
totally
you're-
radiant. It's awesome.
You're glowing.
Oh. I'm gonna hold my hand up. Can I see
It
the
is
glow?
almost blindingly bright, and you are now attuned to the repelling light.
How do I turn the glow off? Did the glow turn
And
off?
it will fade now.
Okay.
That was so bright. I my eyes are already a little hurting from the sun, but that was pretty crazy.
I guess because it's like repulsive.
Yeah,
Do I feel like,
To me,
based on
certainly.
what?
Can you roll an insight on yourself?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
I do allow those.
Do I feel like I'm normal for me with a 17 insight?
You don't feel that anything has affected your thoughts or emotions or behavior.
Okay. And do I feel like probably not with insight, I probably need to make a different check. I feel like based on what Ariel was telling us about the corruption and the needing to repair the sword and all of the stuff that Ariel said, do I feel like that all holds true for my staff?
Give me an Arcana check.
I rolled a 14.
Double digits again. Because of what Ariel said to you before, yes, you're pretty sure that all of that holds true. You would also somewhat suspect that the two abilities, one of them is innate to the staff. Sorry, was letting that motorcycle go by, and that the other comes from the corruption. And you
Can
feel
I
like
tell which is which?
you feel like the withering brilliance comes from the corruption.
Okay, and I feel like that it would be damaging to me and corrupt the weapon further if I use that.
Yes. I mean, metagame, the
Okay.
ability directly says it hurts you. But
I haven't read it yet.
oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure. I'm like, so that one definitely does directly say that it hurts you.
Okay.
But it also seems to be that, from what Ariel described, that the weapon itself was fine, but it seemed to have an ability that hurt you and corrupted it further. That would be the one that you'd be worried about with you. You wouldn't be as worried about Brilliant Shield.
Okay, cool. Do all of your guys' little weapons also have multiple abilities?
Like,
I mean, I can do better things now.
What does
Yeah.
that mean?
I mean, I can do more things now with this in my possession. I don't need this old staff. Then I toss it into the fire.
So just going off of the fact that mine also has an ability that I feel like would corrupt it further and also hurt me, you guys should probably make sure that yours, don't hurt you, or that if they do, you're really careful, or just
I
don't
mean,
use
it
them.
like will only like hurt me a little bit. So, I mean, I'm not gonna use it unless I like, absolutely have to, right?
Right. I think we
Right.
can all sort of agree to that.
Yeah, but you
Okay.
just threw your staff in the fire.
Oh, the old one.
So now the only one you have is the one that can hurt you.
Well, yeah, if
Good
I use
point.
it right or wrong. I mean, wrong, of course.
You're just acting kind of weird, Rook, and I know you often act kind of weird, but maybe just communicate less weird.
Yeah, take about
Yeah.
20% off that
No.
weirdness.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, good note. Thanks.
All right. So you all have attuned to these 4 weapons. Each of you sort of can feel the abilities and feel lurking just beyond them a little bit. Something that feels hungry.
Great.
But you don't feel that that's the weapon itself.
Hey, I want to make a check to see if I think that something that is related to the cataclysm can track us or see us or sense us because of these, particularly if we use the corrupt ability.
Interesting. Give me an Arcana check.
Please stop saying Arcana. Can I do Animal Healing?
You're asking magical things.
You're
Or
asking-
nature? I'm asking about the nature of it. So
The nature of its magic.
I don't.
Are you proficient in Arcana?
no.
I don't. No.
You could ask me to do that.
You
I don't think she trusts Rook at this
Yeah,
moment.
no.
it's
I definitely
it's
don't.
it's an Arcana. No, actually, you can give me a wisdom roll. No
Just a flat
proficiency,
wisdom
just
roll?
a flat wisdom
Okay,
check.
that's still better. I clicked it and nothing happened.
That is correct.
There. There. Nothing happened this time. I rolled an 18.
Interesting. So you focus on it, and you focus on it not as a weapon and not as a magical item, but as a part of a tree. And you think about its growth, and you think about its sort of innate nature, and you think about it, and now you think about the enchantments that have been laid upon it. And you can definitely feel this corrupting energy there now. And now that you sort of feel it this way, you have a new perspective on it. It almost feels like a blight on a plant. And it is certainly, that blight is certainly dangerous, but the staff itself is resisting it and trying to resist it. And you're fairly sure that nothing else connected with that blight can sense you better because you have it.
Okay, so 2 things, you guys. First of all, this energy, I mean, this is just like why we came out here, isn't it? To fix this world, to fix the nature and stop the monstrosities and the cataclysmic energy. And I mean, this is just really awful. It feels like it's sick and blighted, and we should fix it. And I know it's scary out here, but this is just a call to arms. We gotta fix this shit. And then second thing is, how the hell do you think, what the fuck is our teacher's name? Shit.
Lethariel.
Lethariel.
How the hell do you think Lethariel came across these? Like, she left them for us, it seems like, and that's weird enough. Like, she knew when we'd be coming, which is just strange, but also, like, these are corrupted. They have to have been out here when the cataclysm happened, right? So, where did she get them, and why did she leave them for us?
Well, like, maybe they, like, were here, like, during the cataclysm, and then something affected all magic. Because it seems like all magic out here is either, like, really rare, or, I don't know, like, something's weird about it. Like, I don't know about these Unity assholes. Oh, sorry, Unity assholes? But, like...
Jeez.
But, like, seriously, this does not feel like the same magic as, like, the stuff we knew. DM, am I correct in saying that?
That's a little hard to say. I'm not sure I'd go quite so far as all magic feels different. Certainly what the skeleton was doing felt different, and the second energy on these weapons, the cataclysmic energy, feels very different. The underlying magic in all of them, the elemental magics, those actually feel pretty familiar.
Okay, so retconning that slightly, Arya will make sure that she specifies, like, the skeletal magic and the evil magic and the magic that's eating things. Like, yeah, like, I don't know. It seems like... It seems like there was magic here before, so maybe she just gave the weapons to Mr. Mayor's father before anything bad started happening to them. And they were just affected because a lot or all magic is starting to be affected by this.
See, Lethariel was also the one that I think locked us in our little rooms, right?
That's what I was
protected
thinking,
us.
yeah.
So she knew
she's been-
exactly when we were going to be
she's
here.
been playing a long game for a long time. And I mean, she's never been anything but kind to us, so while it's scary, I'll admit, probably the best thing to do is to try to, find and help out in any way we can, right?
I
Fix
mean,
this.
We don't
Fix this.
really have anywhere to go back to anyway. And Arya will look very sad as she says this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could go back to Red Meadow.
You said that weird. Are you okay?
That had a
She
long
wasn't sure if
wind
that
up.
was the right name of the village.
Oh yeah, it was Red Meadow, of course. We were
But
just
I mean,
there
yeah,
a couple days ago.
you guys are right. We don't have. I just wish she'd left us a note or something and explained all this. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe we have to find out for ourselves, like in those old stories.
I think those are just like metaphors or analogies or what's the word I'm looking for? Parables. They're parables. I don't
You
think
think
we're supposed to
the-
like literally do that.
You think the novelized version of Goblins Gone Wild was a parable? I didn't read it that way at all.
Oh, no, not that one.
Okay, that's good, because there are things in there that I don't think we should do. But that's beside the point. Well, so we still have to go and try and find Lothariel if she's still here. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
that she'd still be alive even if something terrible didn't happen to her.
I mean,
she'd definitely
I think
still be alive.
I think we've heard that she's still alive. Essentially, we've heard that she's the Sunleaf and is still active, right?
We think that, yeah.
DM.
You've heard stories that there's a figure called the Sunleaf who has been
And
active.
the Sunleaf has still been active.
Yeah, at least within. It doesn't seem like that the Sunleaf interacts with the people that they save, or that she saves a whole lot. Like, the mayor had a description of her, but it doesn't really have news of where she is, etc.
Okay, but not like a past hero, like a current
This wasn't
hero.
like, yes, decades ago when the Sunleaf still was protecting us. No, the Sunleaf is actively fighting some of these attacks.
Yeah, I mean, I say we continue on doing what we're doing. I think we're on the right track.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, probably time for bed for everyone. So I'll have first watch.
Do you want me to take it with you just to make sure everything's okay?
I mean, I'm fine.
I mean, okay, yeah, I'm kind of tired. I think I'm gonna, try and sleep a little bit.
I'm gonna telepathize with Neldor. Did you just get a weird vibe from Rook when he basically tried to send us to bed? Was that weird, or am I just being paranoid?
No, that's totally weird. I've been getting weird vibes off of him for a little while.
Should one of us stay up with him?
It's probably not a bad idea.
Ariel is already snoring.
Hey, Rook, I think I'll take watch with you, and then Nelder and Ariel can take watch together, just because we're in an unfamiliar environment and, want to keep everything safe.
Sounds like a
I
plan.
mean, that's fine. We need 2-hour breaks, and there's I mean, are you gonna not sleep very well tonight? Because I'm only gonna be up for a couple hours before the next watch comes. That's what we've been doing.
Yeah, we can just sleep in a little.
I mean, that's okay. That's fine. Whatever you want. I'm alright.
Mathematically, DM, where do I think it's going to put us at in the morning if we do watches this way?
Because of some of the weirdness of this, it's gonna put you into 10, 11 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because this
Wait,
is
what time is it now?
optimally inefficient.
Yeah.
You're optimally inefficient.
What time is it currently?
It's about probably 10:30 at night.
Okay.
I don't think you can break a long rest for more than 2 hours of sleeping.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you have to start over your sleeping cycle, which is at least 6. I mean, technically, so however you want to play that.
And we might let that glide a little bit, but yeah, you're basically going to end up spending 10 to 12 hours sleeping in order to do that. The other way you could do that, and I'll just say this, Sunny, you would know this. You could stay up with Rook, and then Neldor could keep a watch, and Ariel could keep a watch. And then you'd get to sort of enough sleep generally, and then technically Neldor would take back over once he's finished his meditation for 4 hours.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
so I have to sleep all
gonna
night.
mind link that to Neldor. So that's the plan. We'll do that. And I just won't tell Rook that that's the plan.
Sounds good.
Secrets, huh? Okay.
Oh, Rook is being weird, Andy.
Rook's
This is like
fine.
when we were playing Secret Hitler. I don't know why you have to always be so sketchy.
He's
I
sketchy
think it's
by
a
nature.
Lena thing more than
So, Rook and Sunny, go ahead and give me perception checks.
perception into the dark, huh? Sounds good. I have 120 feet dark vision.
Oh god,
Doesn't mean I can
that's
see
the
everything,
second
but
line. I rolled
I
an
can see
8.
out toward.
Oh god.
Good lord. All right. Yeah, the night's pretty quiet. There doesn't seem to be there. You haven't seen many travelers along the road as you've been going along, so it doesn't surprise you that you don't see any traffic on the road, and you don't hear much. Don't see much.
Oh joy.
And so 2 hours go by.
All right. Well, good night. I'll see you in the morning.
Good night. So I'll wake Neldor up for Neldor's watch.
Okay. Neldor, give me a perception check.
Ah.
Man, the rolls have been
Wow.
rough tonight. Ironically, except for Sunny's insight checks.
Yeah.
Those did really well. Yeah, you're not seeing anything. The wind is nice and quiet. You kind of you're reviewing some of the notes that you've made in your notebook that you've seen so far. You sort of close it over, take another look around, and you see the emblem of Stronghold and the Conclave, which is the same as the party storage symbol of the scales with a sun and a moon in balance, and just kind of think about where your story is going to take you next and how unexpected this story has been.
Fantastic. I would also just because I'm security, would not just stay by the fire. I would at some point in my watch walk a perimeter.
Okay.
So if that gives me a different perception check.
No, but at one point when you're sort of over by the by the tents, you can kind of hear Rook murmuring to himself.
Fantastic. Such a weirdo.
But yeah, that's that, and your 2 hours go by, so it'll be
Okay.
Ariel's turn.
Ariel. Is
All right.
I was gonna say if you can just give me a perception check. I wasn't sure if you were back. Woo! Dodge the nat 1. All right, with an 11 on perception. Yeah, it's a beautiful night. You're really excited. You've enjoyed every night that you've been out here staring up at the stars, and just this space, this world. There are people, and there's all kinds of different people, and there are people that you've never met. You haven't had that since the last time someone was born in the Stronghold. That's literally how it works. So you're super excited about all of this, and it's made it hard to sleep. But yeah, you don't notice anything around you.
Okay.
And so then you're gonna go wake up Neldor.
Yes, I will. So I'll poke Neldor awake.
Jeez.
And Neldor, you can give
Alright.
me one more
Perception.
perception check. Good
Oy
lord, these
vey.
rolls have been brutal.
Get him
yeah.
out of the way now.
Yeah.
With that 11, you're walking around and you can see sort of the first hints of dawn back to the east, and you can see a little bit of glow, and set in front of that you can actually see the mountain range, and underneath there somewhere is Stronghold, now silent and entirely empty, and you kind of wonder what will happen. And if everyone could do me a favor, and everyone except Lena hop off real quick.
Oh no, I'm the
sure.
sketchy one.
Okay.
So, Sunny, you blink and you find yourself standing in a sort of dim field. Flowers and leaves of types that you've never seen before, and yet seem familiar, are on the ground all around you. And in the center of the field is a multifaceted crystal that's vaguely glowing.
You just cut off for me.
What did you hear?
The last thing I heard was in the center of a field is a multifaceted crystal that's vaguely.
Oh, vaguely glowing. Sorry. My push to talk button popped off.
This is weird. Do I think I'm asleep? Because the last thing I remember is going to sleep in my tent, right?
Yeah, and you remember that. And now that you're standing here, you actually kind of remember the last few nights you've felt very clearly like you've had dreams, but you couldn't remember them at all.
But I don't have dream.
And this feels like sort of maybe connected to where you've been.
Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow.
Just hearing Chris's ow, ow, ow.
That's okay, Andy can get it in edited. Is this like an experience I've ever had before?
You have had these dreams. They were rarer, or these experiences in the Stronghold. They were usually around like harvest time or things like that.
So connected to my kind of experiences with nature.
Yeah.
And so since I've had things like this happen before, I'm probably not too freaked out then.
You're not entirely freaked out. This also feels very much, as you're standing here, this feels very much like when you get a feeling about nature. Like when you got the feeling to plant, replant things in different soil because the soil wanted those plants more. It's sort of like a hyper-concentrated version of that.
Well, alright then. I'm gonna walk up to the crystal.
Okay. I think you can control your token.
Oh, okay. We're using... And before I try to touch it, I want to kind of just get a feel for it. Like, does it have a feel? Does it feel dangerous? Does it feel friendly? Does it feel like it's trying to tell me something about nature? Basically, I want to do insight on the crystal.
I was like, I feel like you're asking for an insight check on a crystal, and I won't say no.
Cool. I rolled a 16. That's okay.
It's a crystalline mass.
I'm not getting any vibes from it.
Not really with insight. You could maybe give a nature check.
I rolled a natural 1. Fuck my fucking rolls. God damn it.
Wow.
Fuck. Fuck, wait, don't say anything yet. I'm trying to decide if I need to use my fucking inspiration. This is too many fucking... Fuck. I'm gonna use my inspiration, reroll that.
Okay.
$22. That's so much better.
So you sort of, you move your hand closer to it, but without actually touching it, and you sort of move your head back and forth so you get different perspectives on it. The crystal feels like it's literally the crystallized essence of this dream energy. It's almost your feelings about nature and your insights of nature and the little things that the little feelings and instincts that you've gotten over time given a solid form.
Hi, Crystal. I guess you're like part of me, maybe. That's weird. I always kind of thought I was all that was part of me, and I just somehow knew things about nature, but maybe something else is part of me too. Huh. I'm gonna reach out and touch it.
As you touch the crystal, you feel your mind and your consciousness shift, and it's almost like you're sensing falling into a dream, but you're already in a dream, and you're actually conscious of it moving through. And you feel now a sense of dream that you've felt before. This feels like dreaming your instincts about nature. You feel the warm earth, and you are the warm earth, spreading and growing.
So, what do you have to tell me, Crystal me? Crystal Earth me?
Off to the side from the direction that the sun is rising, you feel a pulse of magic energy buried deep beneath mountains off to the east. Sort of a background hum of it that, in your memory of ages and eons, you're used to sort of spiking up and down as living things in it manipulate the forces, but now is just a steady background.
Like it feels different than it does in my memory of it?
It feels like you're tapping into memories that you yourself don't have, and it feels as if instead of being higher and lower and sort of fluctuating up and down, it's now just gone to a steady background stable state.
And does that feel normal to me? For it to be like that?
It's the first time in this memory set that that's happened.
And this feels like it's in mountains to the east.
Yes.
What type of energy does it feel like? Does it feel like energy that I felt before from the plants and nature that I'm involved with? Oh, that sounds like I don't know, date plants and nature. Anyway, you know what I mean.
No, this feels like more the earth itself recognizing raw arcane energy. That instead of alternating or being manipulated has now just settled down to a background level. And within your own mind, you wonder if what you're feeling isn't Stronghold. And now you feel a surge sort of energy off to your west, and reaching through the ground and being the ground, you can feel living beings, people, concentrated off a bit to the west of where you are. And you feel the hum of lots of people sort of waking up and beginning to do things and tend fields and move about. And now something is drawing your attention even further west, past these people. You feel something strange, a place of tumult, damage, and chaos. You feel the soil that is below you, that is you, above you, water crashing and overrunning its banks, air choking. But you also feel light, nourishing, blessing, enlivening. And now for the first time, words drift to you. out of this pure sensation, pure emotion, pure feel. The words drift to you. A seed grows in a cup of stone athwart a river. And now you're Sunny, or Sunny's dreaming presence, standing next to a crystal, standing in this plain of flowers, and slowly it's dimming, and you open your eyes, and you're in your tent.
Cool beans.
I'm back.
Me too.
As am I. Actually, just a moment. Sorry, you guys.
He lied. He's not actually back.
You okay? Saw a crit mist in there.
Oh.
And actually, sorry, as I summon you all back, I think
I
now's
was
probably...
waiting for TJ.
Well, I was going to say, I think now's probably a pretty good time to take a quick break,
Yes,
stretch your legs,
let's break a bit.
wander around, see if TJ's dead. Not Oriel, TJ. We will
TJ's
be...
been dead.
Oh dear. So we will be right back in just a minute, everybody.
Sweet. Hang in there.
crack.
Oh, well, Chris has managed to get in there. I managed to dodge Angus, but... Welcome back, everybody. So, before the break, party had set out and found a strange circle on the outskirts of Red Meadow, traveled some more, thought deeply about what they wanted to do, and then attuned to their new magical weapons, and then settled in for the night, not entirely trustful of Rook, who's being weirder than usual. And Sunny appears to have had a bit of an experience in the night, and now it's morning, and everyone is waking up. Light is streaming across the field. And what would you all like to do?
Who am I sleeping with?
Ariel.
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 What?
Ariel.
What? Oh my god, what?
I think what you guys call dreams. I've never had a real dream before. Not a dream. And maybe it wasn't a real dream. This is probably actually not what you guys call dreams. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably not your experience of dreams.
So, just slow down a little bit, because you're really confusing me. What happened?
I had an experience while I was sleeping, which I guess is kind of like a dream. I've never fully understood what dreams are.
Okay, what happened during this experience? Are you okay?
I met a crystal, and it's part of me, but it's not me. But it was the instincts that I always have about nature. And it's me, but not me, right? You following me? And then
Not in the slightest, but okay. So you're a crystal. Okay. But you're not a crystal.
No, there's a crystal in me, but it's not a real crystal. It's like a metaphorical crystal, I think. Probably not a real crystal.
Does everyone have a metaphorical crystal?
No, I don't think so. I think it's me, but not me, and I think it's unique to my family. I think I'm kind of thinking of some stuff they told me when we were growing up.
Someone shoved crystals in your family? That's really not nice.
Maybe we should talk to everybody.
Maybe we should, because I'm super confused.
Okay, let's go get Neldor and Rook.
I'm sorry, Lena. That was just exactly.
You're fine.
I adore Ariel.
Okay. So
with everybody out here instead.
Rook is
Hey,
cooking.
you guys. I was trying to tell Ariel about this, but it wasn't going so great because I think I'm probably explaining it in a confusing way. But I had
someone
an
shoved
experience.
metaphorical crystals in her family.
No, that's not what happened. Anyway, I had an experience while I was sleeping, but I don't think it was like a dream like you guys have. I've never had dreams. That makes it sound depressing, like I don't have any hopes. That's not what I mean. I mean, I don't have those sleeping brain patterns that you guys get. They're different from
Yeah,
me.
your people.
Hold
your
on,
kind
hold
don't
on.
dream. I get it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just start
right.
from the beginning.
Okay. So I had a sleeping experience and I met this crystal that's part of me but not me, and it's my instincts, and it's my instincts about nature and how I know so much about nature and the earth and everything, right? You're following me okay?
Yeah. So
Okay,
far.
good.
Okay.
This is where I
Yeah.
lost Ariel before, so I was just checking.
Okay.
So I met this crystal, and then I became the earth, because I think the crystal that's part of me but not me and in me is the earth, or part of the earth but not the earth. So I became the earth, but probably not actually the earth, but I became the earth, and I could sense Stronghold, and it's weird, Stronghold's gotten so quiet now. It used to be these pulses of noise and energy as our people were there, and now it's so quiet. And I could feel people to the west of us where we're going. I could feel energy there. And then even further to the west, I could feel... Hold on, I need to switch tabs so I can read my notes. I could
Okay.
feel further to the west. I could feel more energy, but it was weird. It was tumultuous and damaging and chaos. Everything was kind of wrong, but also everything was right. There was this lightness and this nourishment and this blessing. And I don't know. Further to the west is where the most corrupted lands from the Cataclysm are. Further to the west might be where the Cataclysm started. And then I got this message, and I don't know what it means. It's a seed grows in a cup of stone athwart a river. And I don't know, maybe it doesn't mean anything. Maybe it's just the embodiment of the chaos and the wrongness but the rightness that I felt. But I think we're on the right path heading to the west. And I don't know.
You guys?
Huh.
She's gonna look at Neldor and Rook.
Did you guys get all that okay?
Okay,
So
wait.
someone stuck a crystal in your family?
No. Are we really back there?
No,
stuck
I'm
on
just
that?
I'm teasing you.
No,
I got
okay.
it.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're part of the Earth,
Well,
but not part of the
no.
Earth.
Yes, exactly.
And you
I mean,
can
that makes sense.
sense
She's-
things
She's a druid, yeah.
from the Earth.
You know how I've always had these instincts with nature, and people don't want to listen to me, but they always listen to me in the end, because I was always right about how to take care of things, the plants and the animals. I think those are coming from this thing inside of me that's not me, but it's in me. That's the earth, but maybe not the earth, but part of the earth.
Okay.
And I kind of like bonded or merged with it, or was it for a little bit, and I felt all these energies. And I felt what caused the cataclysm to the west. Maybe something's still happening there.
So Ariel's kind of looking at you more determinedly now that she isn't imagining everybody shoving crystals into your family. And she's gonna go up to you and say, Sunny, do you mind if I like try and see if you've got like some different like magic about you?
No, go ahead.
Okay. May I use my channel divinity to try and do what I did before, DM, and kind of see if there's another magic sense that I get from Sunny that I normally get?
Sure. Yeah. And you can-
Okay.
You can give it to me in the form of that charisma check.
Okay. 14.
So Ariel, you attune.
And
Go on.
yeah, she's basically reaching out and trying to, because she does try and communicate with magics. She's trying to reach out and kind of see the disposition of this magic, if it's even still there in Sunny.
So you sort of do this, and I sense this as a sort of very empathic reaching out.
Yes.
And you feel magic more. You feel sort of its ebb and flow, and can hear it a little bit and listen to it. And you feel Sunny with all of her typical magics, warm, nourishing, growing plant life, things like that. And then you feel a little bit of something else, and it takes you a second to notice it because it's so subtle. And with that 14, for just a moment, you reach out and you try to feel it, and you suddenly realize that the reason that it was subtle isn't because it was small or hidden. It's because magically you are a speck on the face of this power.
I see.
And it almost snaps you back out of it now. The scale of it
okay.
was too much for you to take in.
So, oh my god, Sunny, something really, really big just like happened to you magically. Like, I think you're right that we are right in going west, because like if it's guiding you, there's like a really big force
Yeah, the Earth.
I guess, yeah. Like, what did I feel? Anything other than scope, DM? Like, did it
Not
feel
really.
okay? So Arya will say, "Yeah, like you probably know better than we do. So, like, I don't know, you guys. I think we are like right to go west. Like, we should go."
So
I think we're gonna have to even go past Gotweil. I think it's a good pit stop, but I think we're gonna have to go into the area of the corruption. And maybe we'll learn more in Gotweil.
Yeah, so-
Maybe.
this is about where you'd made camp, which is a couple days outside Red Meadow, and now you're moving on from there. And the next couple of days of travel pass without incident, and it's getting to be about, I don't know, 7, 8 at night, or in the evening at least, when you see in front of you as you crest a ridge, a set of lights sparkling at the edge of the water.
Is there like an ocean or like a lake?
Yes, that is an ocean.
So Ariel is like entranced because she's never imagined that so much water could be a thing. Like, oh my god, you guys! Like, I read about them. There's like oceans. There's like so much water and like sharks and like squid, and they eat each other, and it's like amazing.
And you can see
That sounds horrible.
it's also gotten much colder as you've been progressing west. There is snow occasionally lightly swirling through the air, and it's quite chilly. You're very grateful for the heavy traveling clothes that Gerard the mayor packed in your packs. And you suspect you'd be pretty cold without them. So, like I said, it's getting on to evening. You know from the directions that the inn that you want to stay at is in sort of the city center, but on the west side of the river. Or the magistrate's office is right in the town plaza on the east side of the river.
What if this is the river from that message? What if there's supposed to be a seed growing in a cup of stone across this river? We should keep an eye out for that, you guys.
Okay,
Yeah, well-
I'll keep an eye for like cups of stone. Like, you should look for seeds, and then we'll like confer and see if we get them together. Wait, never mind.
I mean, it's getting kind of late at night. Do we want to just find a spot to hunker down and tackle this in the morning?
Well, we could
I
head to
wouldn't
the
mind some
inn.
comfort. Yeah,
The
I think
city's
that's a
really
good idea.
big, though. It's kind of scary.
I think it's
Maybe we
great.
should just continue on past it, towards the west.
No, I think we need to like talk to people here and see if we can get like an idea of things.
But this is
We
way
did
bigger than
promise that we would-
Stronghold.
We would give word these letters that we're supposed to drop off.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I guess we can try to find the inn if
You know-
everyone's good.
Yeah, let's do it. And you don't have to talk to me if you don't want to. I can do all the talking.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, well.
Just a
let's-
reminder that we probably don't want to draw the attention of the you-know-what. And we should try to lay low and be,
Dirty limerick.
unnoticeable.
Yeah, I
Yes,
got it.
exactly. And also a reminder that we probably should try really hard not to use you-know-what. And that if you need to talk to people about things that we shouldn't say in other people's company, just signal me and we can do the, mind link thing.
So like if we
Yeah.
need to talk about like the asshole unity.
The
Yeah,
you-know-what.
or like not using magic or something.
The you-know-what. We're just going to use
Oh
you-know-what
yeah,
for
that.
everything
I nearly did
Okay.
a spit take into my mic.
now. Exactly.
Just taking a
guys.
swig of tea, you assholes. Okay,
Let's go, yeah.
so you want to
Let's do
move
that.
into town. You know that the inn, the tavern and inn that you're looking for is called the Cackling Doll.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
I like it.
Move your tokens on the map as you will, or I can...
I can't even see my token.
Yeah, I have no idea where my token is.
Oh, it's like top right, kind of the map.
Oh, I'm zoomed way the fuck out so I can see the whole thing.
right?
I'll zoom in.
So it's super tiny. Okay.
So Ariel is definitely kind of gonna go blasting forward.
Wait, which one of us has the cart?
Y'all don't have a cart.
Nah, I don't think we do have a cart.
I swear
We
that
didn't
Rook
have it.
said he was going to stay by the cart when we were looking at the
He did
scorched
say
earth.
that.
I did
So
say
it's
that,
like
and
been
then
in
I
my
realized.
head. We have a cart.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Well, that
one's on
was I was gonna say that was the was it Silverstring family's cart.
No, he said it
Oh.
today.
I said it today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because he's a weirdo.
So as
This is
you
where I imagine a cart would be.
So as you make your way forward, you can see that there are some guards at the gate, but they're not really stopping people coming or going. They just sort of seem to be keeping watch. The town is sort of glittering slightly with the light of these gas lamps reflecting off of a little bit of snow and frost. It's actually quite pretty.
Ariel is entranced. Are there like lots of people out or a fair amount of people out at this hour?
There's not a ton on the street you're going, but you can hear them ahead of you.
Okay, so Ariel's kind of, because everything's new and exciting, she's kind of gonna keep walking down this road until she gets to what looks like this open space in front of the magistrate's office.
Yeah, so as you're walking along, there's a large open square here. There's sort of a crier's podium in the middle of it there for announcing things. And there's a lot of people here. There's some small sort of vendor stalls set up along the edges of this square. And you can see across the river, there's sort of a greensward and more stalls set up. And this seems like this is one of the big communal centers of Gotweil.
What's
Right
this
over there.
thing across the river.
That's the green space. It's literally like a town green.
Oh, cool.
And there's some merchants and like vendors set up around it. And from what you know, right on the other side of that is where the cackling doll should be.
Great. Well, let's ask someone real quick and just make sure. So I'll kind of go up to the nearest guard and just say, "Hey, we're new into town. We're just looking for the cackling doll."
Oh,
Could you point us in
Rena's
that
place. Yeah, it's cross this bridge, get to the other end of the green, and it'll be on your right.
Okay.
Also, have you seen any cups of seeds?
I'm sorry, my friend's a little odd. He means stone cups of seeds?
Like an apothecary?
Oh yeah, that would like totally be like a cup of stone seed. She'll turn to Rook, right? Like that's a thing. So yeah, like where's the apothecary?
There's several in town. There's
Any on the river?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, if you can think of any on the river, we'll be around. Like, thank you so much. You have been so helpful. She'll clap him on the back.
The guard sags slightly under this like slap from a 7-foot tall half dragon. Of course. Huh? Stone? See? Huh?
Is Sunny close behind or?
Yeah.
So Arya will turn to Sunny. No stone cups of seeds yet, but it might be an apothecary. What do you think?
I mean, do I feel like it's an apothecary? Did I get any other vibes from whatever that was? DM.
Not really. It did come at the end of that dream sequence.
I know this was like 15 minutes ago, but did it come at that end of the dream sequence thing when I was still far to the west, or had I kind of come back?
When you were still far to the west.
Okay.
I
mean, maybe. It also might be something further to the west, but we should definitely keep our eyes open.
Also, and then she's going to sort of motion to you, Sunny. Can we talk about the thing?
I'm gonna mind link with her.
Okay, she's doing what you said. Do you think we should take the message directly to the magistrate right now? It might be important.
Oh, what time of day is it?
It's about 8 at night.
Does the magistrate's office look open?
Lit up.
There are guards and there are torches burning outside it. You don't know how many people are still at work inside.
I'll mind link to everyone else and tell them Ariel wants to know if we should just take it to the magistrate's office straight away because it might be important. Thoughts on that?
I mean, we can. That's fine with me. Rook's starting to kind of just freak out now that he's seen all of these people around. I'm mostly wanting to look around at people and make sure they're not gonna like steal our stuff or kill us or something worse.
Oh my god, why would they do that? Like, they're so nice. She'll like boom this out even though we're mind linked. Like, everyone's so nice.
A couple of merchants on the edge of the square nervously wave in your direction.
She'll give a big friendly hi to them.
I mean, I'm just saying I'm on the lookout. So we can do whatever you want, though.
Neldor, did you have any thoughts?
Well, we could always ask the guards out here if there's anyone inside that can help us with what we're trying to deliver.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. We know the guy's name, right?
You do.
That I totally wrote down.
Dargan Tabald.
Oh, I actually did write that down. Cool.
Okay, so Ariel, if we've got the go, is gonna gambole up to the guards.
As opposed to gambling up to the guards.
She has a gamboling problem. She is going to say,
awful.
"Oh my god, you guys! I'm sorry. I know it's like super late. Is the magistrate around, Dargan?"
The guard looks a little taken back. I believe Magistrate Tabalt was still in the offices, yes? What business have you?
We have like a really urgent message from Red Meadow, the mayor of Red Meadow, whose name I'm totally forgetting because I dumped int, but my friend knows it. And she'll point at Sunny.
Yeah, it's Mr. Mayor. No, what the fuck is it?
Jesus Christ.
We asked before the game began.
Yeah.
I've also said his name twice.
Something Never Spring.
No. I just want you to take 3 cuts at this.
Something
Can I-
Noble Son.
Yes.
Okay.
Normal.
Noble
Mayor
son.
Noble Son.
Gerard
I
Noble
retcon that
son.
and say that we came from Rosewild, not Red Meadow.
Okay. And when you say this, the guard actually looks like he's like, yes. The mayor had sent a message ahead reporting that there had been an incident and to expect messengers. Yeah. Just a moment.
Oh
And
my god,
he's-
thank you. You were so helpful.
I'd like
It's
to
a
roll
little clap
insight
in
check
my-
on the guard. And see if he seems like he's on the up and up, or if he's like gonna go tell somebody else than the magistrate. I rolled a 16.
16 for insight. No, he seems like what he just said was true, and that he's going in to. You can't just walk in to see the magistrates. So
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So he's going to check to see if and again, he said the last thing he knew was that Magistrate Tabalt was in. So he'll like, wait here, please, wait here. And he'll go inside, and it's getting pretty bitingly cold in the square, and on the other side of the square, you can see sort of warm drinks are being sold, and these sort of like roasted chestnuts, and the steam coming off of those looks pretty good to you all. And after about, yep, he's gone. Rook's just gone.
Yeah, Rook's going there.
So I'll resolve this, Rook. Are you going over to the drinks and the chestnuts?
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a woman. Oh, hello, dearie. Get you something in the cold
Hi.
night.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
That'll be 5 copper.
5 copper.
Do we have money?
We have 50 gold.
From
In a
various
cart.
countries, and you have no idea whether any of them are for this country.
I pick up one of them and show it to her and say, "How about this?
Oh!
Gold."
Oh, good lord, you're from quite far away, aren't you?
Yep.
And she'll take that and sort of rummage through and make you 9 silver, 5 copper in change, and hand you sort of a tankard of this steaming beverage. It seems like it might be a cider, and a small little like sack of these roasted chestnuts.
Ah, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Just return the tankard when you're done.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we're gonna love this. And I'll scurry back.
Yeah. You can sort of pass that around for sips and crunching on them, and after a couple more minutes, right around the time you're actually finishing these up, assuming you're all eating relatively quickly and it's warming you up a bit, the guard will come back in and go, yes, Magister Tabalt will see you now.
Cheeks full of roasted chestnut. Ariel's gonna be like, "You are so cool. Thank you so much." It's gonna be spitting on him a little bit.
Ugh. Ugh.
Do I get any weird vibes from the chestnuts?
You're so paranoid.
I love it.
You're pretty sure that they were very nicely roasted.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I feel like I need to put like a quota on the number of times that Sunny can roll insight in a given session. Okay. You all are shown inside the magistrate's offices, and you sort of go down this long hallway and then turn to the left, go down another bit of a hallway, and then you're shown into a room on the right. So you're all... yeah, sort of in that area.
Cool.
And you're shown in through a waiting room, sort of, and the guard will, like, Magister Tabalt, a party sent by Mayor Nobleson from Red Meadow. You sort of hear from inside, yes, very good, bring them in. And you go through the door, and on the other side of the door, you are confronted by about a 6.5-foot tall, rotundly obese tabaxi.
Oh, that's adorable. Okay.
Like,
Big kitty.
probably 370 pounds.
Oh, like a Wilford Brimley kid.
Sort of
Okay.
trying to, like, propped up in a chair. Yes.
Have we ever seen Tabaxi before?
Yeah, there were some tabaxi in the stronghold.
Okay. Mr. Magistrate, we have a message for you. She'll look around. Was it Neldor or Sunny that was carrying the message?
Probably not.
I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, so she'll look at Neldor and say, "We have a message from the mayor of Red Meadow. He told us that we should bring this to you as quickly as we could and make sure it got directly into your hands."
He'll sort of reach out a hand for it.
Neldor will pull it out of my
No.
pocket and hand it over.
Unfold it and look through. Yes. Another of these incidents. Well, thank you for doing what you could to help Red Meadow and the people there. If you don't mind my asking, what is it that you are doing here in Gotweil? Delivering this message, I know, but besides this, I have merely had noted that you are travelers from afar, possessed of certain abilities, and that you were heading this way anyway.
Yeah, we were traveling with a caravan, and it got attacked, and everybody died except us, and it's super bummer. So, we've just kind of come here to try to figure out what to do next.
And at this, like, you're gonna see his face actually is, like, quite pained and sympathetic. He goes, yes, of course, I'm so sorry. I'm happy to provide what aid I can. You have saved a village that falls within one of my areas of responsibility, so I feel much gratitude towards you. Is there anything I can do for you?
I mean, how learned are you or people of this city in matters of the cataclysm?
Oh, well, I'm not sure that this is a thing that one learns about. It's simply the reality of our lives. In what sense?
Well, see, that's kind of the point. We don't exactly know yet.
Because, like you said, it's not something that one learns about. But maybe it's time that we learned about it.
Indeed, this has been a matter of debate that the Unity has raised before.
Under her breath, Ariel will say, "The magical assholes, you guys."
You're gonna see the cat's ears twitch.
And what connection do you have to the Unity, just as a matter of curiosity?
I imagine it is here as it is in your lands. The Unity takes as their responsibility the control and supervision of magical energies, and works alongside the Crown. Where are you all from again? The missive
East.
that
Yeah, the Far
Jarrett's-
East.
Oh, I see.
Does he seem like he does see? Do you think that cued him into us being from Stronghold? Do I need to kill him? Don't answer that last part.
So
Do I need to roll an
wait.
insight check? Does it seem like he
When
knows?
did Sunny become Stormbringer? I'm totally confused.
Yeah,
This is just how Lena is always on the inside.
I was gonna say, this is just, we've now run into default Lena responses. You would know from what little you know of the map of Tyr generally, that Rourke is kind of the easternmost kingdom.
So would it imply that we came from there, or is this Rourke? Are we in Rourke right
You're
now?
in Rourke.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, Weast.
Can we, retcon?
What?
No, it's that.
No. Yeah, we're from far, far east.
Oh.
So far east, it like turns into west. You know how that happens
Yeah.
with like spears. I don't know. I failed geography, but it's a thing.
So you
Just like 3 rights make a left.
are you from Forian or Amekian?
Where's Forian? And
We
where's
are
Nakia?
foreign. Oh my god, you know that we're foreign.
I'm gonna mind link Ariel for a second and tell her to be quiet for a second. Where's Forian and a Meccan?
Just a second, let me
Sorry, Lena. I know that
No, you're fine.
I get to be a bit much.
I love Ariel.
Sorry, Naldor is scoping the exits to make sure nobody's coming in
So,
on them.
the Forian Confederacy and the Amekian Kingdom are sort of two of the other major powers, and they're on an island that would normally be sort of more defined as lying to the west. Because there's a good bit of, and I don't mean this because it's a flat map, there's a fair amount of sea if you were trying to go to the east that isn't on this map.
Yeah.
And what do we know about these two places?
very little, except they are some of the larger established kingdoms, and you do also know that the landmass that they were on doesn't possess any of the broken lands. So it was hit a little bit more softly by the cataclysm, it seems like.
Oh, that might make sense, where we don't know a lot about it.
Yeah, right? Okay,
And then you're in
let's
the
just
kingdom
flip
of
a coin
Rourke.
and be from one of those.
So you're in the kingdom of Rourke, and more specifically, that area.
I say Forian.
Okay. So
Sure, let's go with Forian. That makes more sense from the east, then. Yeah, we're from Forian.
I see. And why have you traveled such a great distance?
Trade, you know? Just riding the winds of capitalism.
I'm unfamiliar with this concept.
Oh, it's a
Over.
Forian saying.
Just like
Yeah.
on the DL, like all the kids say that in Forian.
Yeah,
Dirty limericks?
exactly.
Yes! Oh my
I'm
god!
surprised that's reached here, but the capitalism saying hasn't. Weird how slang travels.
Yeah, very odd.
Neldor just slowly steps back.
Like, not associated with this anymore.
I see. So you're interested in. So you're. But yes, but well, I am. I will admit, I am unsure of how the Unity conducts itself in all areas, but I would imagine that they work with your government in a position of overseeing magic and applying their expertise. Though to be fair,
Definitely.
the Unity has taken a more active role here recently.
In what way? Oh my god.
Real quick, I want to make an inside check and see if I feel like he believes us
Shocking.
so far. 15?
You're not entirely sure if he believes you or not, but he doesn't seem to care. Is sort of
Okay,
what you're
that's
coming
fine
down on.
too.
He doesn't seem like he's like actively digging or worried about where you're coming from.
Cool.
Yeah. What kind of influence does Unity have more recently in your neck of the woods?
And you're gonna see him. Just when new leadership was brought in about 10 years ago, they came with apparently a authorization to take more direct control of things than the Unity had done previously. All for the best, I'm sure.
Are there any Unity representatives in town currently?
Oh, of course.
Who are they and what do they look like?
Where might we find them, which is a less suspicious way to say that.
Oh yeah, what he said. Oh my god, you're so smart, Rex.
At this, his eyes are kind of narrowing and he's looking between you two. There are several. They are, of course, distinguished by their robes, medallions of office.
Exactly like they wear in Forian.
Is it the same
Yes.
because they wear the blue robes in Forian?
They do, yeah.
Is that the same
Mm.
here?
No, here they are white.
White. Oh, that makes more sense. Yes.
That's like
Right.
a really,
It's never really
really-
made sense why they were blue.
Yeah, right? Well, I mean,
No,
white
in
is
fact,
like
yeah.
a-
It's
It's bad branding, really.
kind of like an arbitrary
Uh,
choice that somebody just made.
Rook, I need a deception check from you.
Fair enough.
Really,
fair
from
enough, fair enough.
Yeah.
He directly was like blue.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
He's also strung together the most lies in a row, I feel like.
I feel like I'm pretty close.
He seems,
19.
he seems to sort of
That's
like
what I'm good at.
Um, Yeah. He seems to buy that so far.
Excellent. Well, hey, if we think of any more questions, is there anyone in town that might be a good person to get in contact with? Maybe regarding the cataclysm or matters of unity, or we are a curious bunch as we travel.
One of the reasons we're riding the winds of capitalism is to learn things about other countries.
Jesus Christ.
I need a sound clip for that. I need a sound clip of that, and then I need that juxtaposed against like a capture of us playing Spirit Island.
Also, yeah.
He's gonna say, well, if you seek audience with them, you can most likely find them in the keep to the east. They have a small set of offices there, I believe.
Interesting. Okay, excellent. Well, thank you so much. You've been a excellent help.
Before we go, has anything bad like that happened in Red Meadow like happened closer to here, or even to here, or are things like pretty safe here?
There are, of course, in a kingdom the size of Rourke, always some incidents. Yes, there have been some recently.
Well, we are also quite skilled fighters, as you know, our demonstration of Red Meadow would seem to suggest. If you need any help while we're here, please, we will be staying at the Cackling Doll.
Which, actually, I would like to kind of, broach that subject. You did ask if there was anything you could do for us for helping Red Meadow, and as you've heard, we were part of a caravan that was attacked. Funds are not the greatest for us at this moment. I don't suppose that there would by chance be maybe a voucher or some sort that would allow us a night's stay or two at the Cackling Doll.
I thought that Rena or Gina or whatever the name of the proprietor of the Cackling Doll was, I wrote it down, was going to give us board for free.
I think so, yeah. And
was that arranged?
mayor
All
has
right,
a
perfect.
tab.
Okay.
For a couple of nights.
Okay.
Was sort of the mayor was basically saying he was just gonna put you up there on his tab for a couple of the nights, and then you'd need to figure out some more, but at least that would let you get soft launched in.
Yeah.
So Rook, I want you to give me a persuasion roll with regard to if there's other incidents, etc. And Neldor, I'd like you to give me a persuasion roll for payment.
$22.
Jesus.
Come on, that's a good roll.
Considering, oh my god, even better now.
Wah wah.
Damn it.
Okay, so you two sort of bring this up, and you see the mayor, or not the mayor, the magistrate stop and sort of, like, run his fingers over his whiskers, groom the back of his hand a little bit. He's gonna look from side to side, and in a somewhat hushed tone, there have been more incidents recently. They seem random, disconnected, one place struck than another, strange creatures, normal creatures to aggressive, and then sometimes monstrosities. All of this feels connected to me, but I don't know how it would be possible for so many different places to be being struck. There's no march, there's no progress. It's not east to west, south to north, it's all across the kingdom. I've even heard rumors that there might be places further west that are also being struck, but I do not know much. As for payment, I am grateful. The city's office maintains a small pool of funds for rewards, odd jobs and the like. As much as you did the job before we were able to post it, I suspect I could give you all 50 gold to help with your stay in the city.
That is like so generous of you. You have no idea.
It is quite generous.
Very acceptable.
So he's going to actually rummage around and pull out a small bag with the 50 gold in it and hand it to you. If I hear anything else, I will perhaps let you know. However, I must say, in this missive that you brought, there is a request for more troops, more guards for Red Meadow. I do not have control of such things. If you wish to secure that, you will need to speak to the captain of the guard.
Oh my god, where is he?
You can find him across the square in the hall of the justices. He keeps an office there.
We should probably go tomorrow, right? Because it's probably really late.
Yes, I don't think Krafkar will be in right now.
Sorry, what's his name?
Krafkar Drothban.
Have I gotten the impression throughout this conversation that he's reluctant to speak about certain things out loud the same way Mr. Mayor was?
Yes.
Have I gotten the impression that if I mind linked with him, he would have more to say, or he would just like freak the fuck out? Like, does he seem like he wants to tell us more but can't?
Only one way to find out.
Hard to say.
Insight.
Can I roll an insight check to see if he seems like he wants to tell us more but can't?
Yeah, sure, why not?
At least he asked that time.
What do you get for letting me do a wisdom-based character?
Nice.
I rolled a 19.
He's certainly uncomfortable with saying certain things at certain points in the conversation out loud. You don't know, you're not really sure about the likelihood of freaking the fuck out.
But does he seem specifically like there's things that he wants to say that he's holding back, or just like he's uncomfortable with some of the topics of conversation?
There are certainly things that he is not going to say out loud. You're not sure if he wants to say them or not.
Okay. Fuck it, right? He already knows from the letter that we're kind of magical, right? The letter said that, didn't it?
Yes, the
'Cause
mayor
he said
did.
he had to
The
report
mayor
this.
specified he had to report
And the
how
mayor
you saved
seemed
the
like
town.
he trusted the magistrate relatively well.
I mean, he is writing him.
He felt that, yeah, everything that you got from him was that kind of what you've run into. His hands might be tied, he might not do that much, but it wasn't that he thought he was evil or anything.
Okay, so I'm gonna mind link with him. Hey, so don't freak out.
Oh god!
No, shh.
And he
don't freak
actually,
out.
like, catapults backwards the way a cat actually does and sort of sprawls out of the chair.
Hey.
It's just he's also
Hey, it's
ponderously
okay.
fat.
You're okay.
Oh god. Oh
You're
god.
God, it's like
fine.
totally fine. Ariel's gonna help him up. Well,
You're fine. So this is just one of our things, you know, that the letter talked about. It's just something I can do, just me. But it's okay. It's just me, that girl standing in front of you with the red hair. It's just me talking in your brain. You can talk back. It's not weird. It's totally normal.
Yeah, it's
Just
weird.
talk back
It's
in your
weird.
brain.
It's weird.
He's saying that out louder in his brain.
In his brain. It's weird.
Good.
It's weird. It's weird.
No, see,
It's
you're
weird.
getting it. You're getting it. You're good. You're good. You're good. I just wanted to check in and see if there's anything else that you wanted to tell us about that you weren't really comfortable speaking out loud. I've gotten the vibe, in the last couple of areas we've been in Rourke, that there's some stuff that goes unsaid. Is there anything that we need to know?
He's like, his eyes are clearly shifting from side to side. Give me a persuasion check, Sonny.
I rolled a 17.
Very nice. It's like,
Damn, good.
This is safe, right? No one else can hear us? Not your friends, not anyone?
Do I think that no one else can hear us based on everything I know about how my mind link works?
You know that if you're trying to share conversations, like, you've tried to spread this so that, you could all hear it at once, and that's never really worked, so you don't think so.
And to the best of my knowledge, I don't think this is something that could be intercepted.
No one at the stronghold was able to, so...
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, this is safe. Nobody else can hear us. Our friends can't hear us. It's just you and me and our brains thinking at each other.
Still weird.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You're good. You got this. Such a big, tough kitty.
He's gonna sort of slow blink. When the leadership of the Unity changed, it was not for the better. They became less concerned with controlling magical threats and the like, and more concerned with hoarding magic and rounding up anyone who could perform magic. Now they don't defend our cities or our towns. They don't engage in battle against these forces. Everyone has heard the rumors. Everyone is scared. And most recently, they've put out a warrant for the arrest or execution of the Sunleaf.
Okay, so just two things based on that. So I guess first of all, based on what you know of the Sunleaf, is that realistic? Are they going to be able to find her? And three things, I guess. Why would they want to do that? She's been, from everything we've heard, we don't know much, we're not from here, but from everything we've heard, she's been defending the cities, she's been saving people. Why would they, what's up with that? And then the third thing, well, I'll get to that. First answer the questions about the Sunleaf.
No one knows quite what to make of the Sunleaf. She... Even for one such as myself, these are mere rumors, but they attempted to bring her under control, and she flatly refused them. By flatly refusing them, she essentially, in their minds, declared war on them.
Okay, and how's that gone for them? Does it seem like they're going to be able to arrest her? Or execute her?
It's hard to say. Certainly no one in a position of like mine knows the real abilities of the Unity.
Right,
She
totally.
hasn't been seen in a couple of months. I've had no reports of her presence. I don't know whether that means they've gotten her, or what.
How long ago did they put out the warrant?
3 months ago now.
Okay, cool, that's really good info. And then the other question is, based on, them wanting to round up people who can perform magic, should we hustle and get out of Gotweil, or are we at risk from that here?
I suspect that they will contact you. I would see no reason that they wouldn't. I do not know whether it will be hostile or not, but they would likely try to test your abilities first. Perhaps give you a task or something else, I am not sure.
great. Thank you. That's so helpful. You're doing so good with this brain talk thing. Is there anything else that you wanted to share before I break the link, or?
No.
Did that seem...
He just seems, I'm just gonna let you ride that earlier insight. He's a little nervous about what it means to break the link.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn this off. It's not gonna hurt you or me. Just
Oh,
gonna
oh,
turn
okay.
off the brain linking is
Okay,
all.
okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. And I'll turn it off.
So as soon as it gets turned off, Ariel's booming voice immediately comes into his focus, I'm sure, and she says, "And that's why the best human mating call is I am so wasted."
Has she been talking the whole time?
Yep, yeah, she
That's
has.
that's really smart. That's really smart.
Yeah. She probably hasn't been doing it out of strategy, but she has been talking to you, Rook, and you, Neldor, about human mating calls.
Yeah, that's a weird human mating call. I'm kind of glad I'm not that.
Wait, how did you discover this?
Oh my god, in a book. And when I told Lothario, or I won't say Lothario, and when I told our teacher,
Yeah.
she was like so astounded, she just looked at me. Like, I must have been like really spot on.
Maybe.
I doubt it, but okay.
Oh, is everything all right? And she'll turn and look at you, Sunny, and the magistrate.
Yeah, everything's super good. I'll mind link to you guys really quickly, then I'll tell you more when we're at the
Okay.
All right.
So the magistrate Talbot will sort of stand up and show you to the door, and you can proceed back outside.
All right.
So you've been so helpful, and you know where to find us if you need us.
Brooke is out of there.
And as
Yeah,
you all
let's
make
go.
your way out of the magistrate's office,
Oh dear.
Wow.
you can see the crowds that were in the square are still there. But now they're sort of looking at you and murmuring. And as you come out of the doors, you hear a slight cheer go up.
Ariel's going to cheer in sympathy. Woo!
Ariel, right now.
And your best guess would be that some report that Red Meadow was partially saved and that you all were responsible seems to have come through.
No, well, that's not so bad.
I'm gonna do that. You know how people pretend the Queen... Well, maybe she does. I've never watched a parade with the Queen. I'm not from the UK. Anyways, waves in that weird way.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah,
Okay.
the queen wave.
I'm gonna wave like that to them.
And there's
Okay.
and now there's a sort of second round of cheers, and this feels actually very similar to Red Meadow. And all of a sudden the cheers are cut short by a blast from trumpets.
I'm gonna stop waving.
Oh my
Okay.
god. They are like so excited for us. They got trumpets and everything.
I don't think this is for us, Ariel.
And
I'm also gonna mind link everyone super quickly and be like, hey guys, be careful and watch what you say.
And now the crowd draws back on either side, and you can see in the middle, standing actually at the crier's podium, a figure.
He doesn't look very nice.
Maybe we should just try and make our way to the inn.
The figure's dressed in...
Does it seem like all eyes are on us?
Yes, including those
Damn.
of the figure. Behind him, there seems to be a palanquin that's actually being carried by mechanical figures. And the figure directly in front of you, standing on this podium, is dressed entirely in white, with deep robes and a cloak. White cloth with silver and gold trim. They wear a mask of silver which covers their face entirely to their mouth. And behind them, there's the palanquin chair, and the front shades are rolled slightly up, allowing you to see a figure within. Similarly, all white, though instead of a mask, they have a hood that goes all the way over their face, and their clothes are more heavily decorated. And now the figure in front begins to speak, and as they do, the crowd immediately goes to one knee. Take heart and take heed, oh,
I'm gonna also drop to
you
one.
who now stand before me. You are in the presence of the most honored and revered Wymond, Unity Shepherd of the Convocation Arcanum. They
Can
grace
you,
your scare. What?
Can you type what you just said? That whole name?
Yes, in a minute. They grace your square with their presence to determine the worth and legality of those who have been said to have performed magic in the town of Red Meadow without the approval of the Unity Convocation.
Fuck. That wasn't supposed to get out.
Oh my god, who is he talking about, you guys?
I'm going to mind link with everyone and say when they tried to get Sunleaf to join and she said no, they set out a warrant for her arrest. We need to tread carefully here.
Are any amongst you this group?
I'm not. I'm just an old person.
Are you changing as you see this?
He's like trying to hide in the crowd. Get back here, rookie.
Give me a deception check.
Deception, eh? 13.
We have heard that one of the group was a shape changer. And Rook, it's extremely disquieting because the mask has no visible eye holes, and you very clearly feel someone's gaze on you.
The
Okay.
question, who the hell did he hear this from?
I ask again, relating the words of the Unity Shepherd. Is this group here?
I mean, we had traveled with this group. They went ahead to the Cackling Doll to set up the rooms. We delivered the note because we, of non-magic-y origins, are the lowly servants.
Give me another deception
just
check,
crossed
this time
his
with
arms.
disadvantage.
Oh,
What
Lord.
is it? Alright. It's okay. Don't worry. I got this. With
Oh,
disadvantage
nice.
24.
Nice.
This is what I do. It's
Yeah.
what I do.
You lie.
So you're going to see the speaker sort of pause. You are the servants of this group, you say?
Oh, surely the magic users would not waste their time delivering a letter. No, they're halfway into their bath, I suspect by now.
And
Would
you
you
say
like us
that they
to
are
fetch
at the
them?
Cackling Doll?
Why'd you have to send him
That's
where
yes,
you're going?
that's where we were supposed to meet them.
The
Oh, we'll be
proprietor
whipped if-
of the Cackling Doll has shielded non-registered magic users?
Well, no,
Oh,
I
I
don't
don't.
think.
Well,
I
probably
don't
then
think
they
the
got turned
proprietor
away.
knew about that. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like they got turned away.
And
Oh
you're
my
actually
God.
going to see the speaker gesture, and some white-robed figures on the other side are now filing off to the west.
Is it a sinister gesture? Like,
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
command.
Okay, and it does it. I need to do an insight check. Does it sound like this poor person is going to get arrested on our behalf?
On Brooke's behalf.
Give an insight check.
Because okay. Insight is 7.
You're not sure. You doubt anything good's happening with that command.
Okay, in that case, because it would be completely contrary to Ariel's nature, Ariel will step up and say, so Lord Hyman of the Unkempt Shepherd?
Holy shit. I'm gonna whisper to her, Wymond, Unity Shepherd of the Convocation Arcanum. Wymond.
The speaker is going to... You are not fit to address the Unity Shepherd. You may direct your inquiries to me.
Oh, okay. So, servant of the Hyman.
Wymond.
A servant of the Winding Hyman.
Wymond.
So, I actually am one of the magic users. I don't know where the rest of them went, but I can tell you they did not actually end up going to the cackling doll. They just told the servants that, and she'll sort of wave dismissively towards the rest.
I'm gonna do a
What?
shocked face.
They lied to me?
Give me
I
a
mean,
dece-
you
give me a
are just like
deception
a
check.
servant. Oh, fuck me.
For who? Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Do you have inspiration, DJ?
Yeah, I do not have inspiration. Does
I
anyone
don't
have
either. I
inspiration?
used it on my fumble earlier.
Nope, I've used it.
Well, fuck.
Well, good luck. Yep, there he is. The magic user.
Knowing that this lie did
I don't
not
say that.
come off. Actually, it wasn't really okay. The second part was a lie.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay, no, I'm like, no, Teach. I'm really big on have truths get you through. The second part of that, like the substantive portion of that, was a solid lie.
So Ariel's gonna make a big thing and say, I mean, you're going to have to like catch me though, and she's going to bolt as fast as she can.
Damn, she can fly.
To be fair,
To be fair.
So
this isn't to scale.
Oh, it's not?
She's gonna double move.
I can't put a map this size in to scale.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Your double move would only take you there.
All right. Well, that's still 6 seconds. What are they doing?
You run? You're dashing? Like,
I mean, she's trying to.
yeah, right? Like, it's not like
I
you're
mean, she's-
moving to go get something. We see you just, like, book it, right?
But she's gone.
Yeah, she's like running at this point.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah. I'm there with you then. I'm out.
Both of so you're also running.
Oh, yeah. I'll catch up with our...
Give me each
Ariel-
of you give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit.
13.
Wisdom save. 4.
Both of you get to about there and then feel all of your muscles stop. As you see the speaker holding up 2 fingers. All right. That's 2. Am I to understand that you 2 are the other magic users from this group? And now he's turning back to you, Neldor, and Sunny.
Neldor, I've got my arms crossed and I've just kind of been observing the whole time. I'm going to drop my arms to my side, take a step forward. What do you want?
We wish to confirm your identities, your possession of magical abilities, and ask why you acted as you did in Red Meadow.
Okay, how about we drop the showmanship and we talk about this somewhere else.
Give me a persuasion roll.
You got this.
Damn,
16?
nice.
It's pretty good.
Why should we not speak of this here?
Well, your way's not going so well. I say we try it a different way.
This is only proceeded because these two decided to lie and run. Simple questions were asked from those with the authority to ask them.
Fair, but you're kind of giving a bad vibe. We weren't quite sure how this was going to go.
When you lie and run poorly.
Did do it poorly, but you can kind of. I mean, can't you understand when somebody as lowly as them and as us are faced with people as powerful as you, why they would be scared? It was just a instinct that they acted on to get away because you're so terrifying and awe-inspiring. It wasn't meant as an offense.
Give me a persuasion roll with advantage.
20?
Very nice. The speaker will sort of stop. And Sunny, you actually notice, or actually Neldor, sorry, you notice this first. The speaker pauses, and from the palanquin behind them, you can see a slight rustling of movement from the person sitting there, presumably Wymond, the Unity Shepherd. And the speaker will then continue. This is reasonable. This is indeed reasonable. We had not considered the impact of our majesty upon you. And Rook and Ariel, you'll feel the paralysis dissipate. Very well. We may proceed to the chambers of the Convocation Arcanum, where we will discuss this further. However, I must warn you, we must do so now, in advance of any other arrangements you must have made.
Fine.
Ariel's gonna roll her eyes. Come on. And Joel
Sounds
take
great. We would be so honored to get to go wherever you just said in your presence. Pretend wherever you just said was inserted with wherever they just said.
Yeah, so fucking majestic and all. Oh my god.
Follow,
I'm also gonna mind link with the party. Tell me if I have time to do all this. And say, let's just try to, nice our way out of this. Be respectful. They seem to like us sucking up, and try not to lie, but don't tell the truth.
Gotcha.
That was
Easy.
a lot.
Wow.
Okay. So like
You
the first
know
thing
you're gonna
was
lose,
like
Ariel.
yeah, yeah, no. But Ariel's like, so like, should I like lie a little bit then? Like, and she's just gonna continue on that.
So yeah, you're gonna be led in, and this is sort of the city keep from what you can see, and you're led into sort of one wing of it, and into a room that is clearly a reception chamber, and a couple of city guard members have been.
Can I say one other thing to them?
Sure.
Mind linked.
Yeah.
The magistrate also told me when he was telling me about the warrant for Sunleaf's arrest and execution that Unity will contact us, probably. So they found out about us somehow. But that doesn't mean they're going to start off hostile, and I think we've talked them back down to not hostile. They're probably going to try to test our abilities. They're probably going to try to get us to commit to working with them. I don't know if they have working for them. I don't know if they have any way to control us if we commit to that, or if we can just say we're going to and then not. So we should feel that out, and maybe the test won't be too bad. Just try to keep our heads about us, wits about us, be polite. We can get through this. We got this, you guys.
Yeah, and that's a lot of good information to know. Thanks.
So you're led into what looks like an audience chamber, and there's a raised stand that's screened off, and you see motion behind it, and you assume that the Unity Shepherd has gone in there. You can't see them at all at this point, and the speaker is standing up by it. And some guards have been escorting you, but they're not threatening you or anything. They've just been leading you through, much like the guard took you to the magistrate's office, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't look like you're under guard as much as this is not a place where you're allowed to just run wherever the hell you want to. Yeah, you're standing there. Again, we inquire of you. Who are you? Where are you from? Are you in fact in possession of magical abilities? And why did you act the way you did in Red Meadow?
Those are all really good questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Can we ask a question of our own real quick?
No.
Didn't think so.
Wow. Tried.
well, we're from
How
the
about we
east
answer the
or
last
far,
question
far,
first?
far west. It depends on kind of how you're looking at it. From that F-named country, which I know
Yeah,
for you.
we're foreign.
Ferenium.
Ferenium.
Forhian?
Forhian.
That's one.
Hopefully Rook would know that. Though
That was me supplying that more than the
no,
speaker.
that's nice of you, because I'm not sure Rook would have known that.
You're on very minimal food for several days. It's fine.
Yes, we're from that place. That's where we are. We were a part of a caravan that got attacked. Luckily, we survived. We barely made our way to Red Meadow, and when we got there, it seemed to be being attacked as well. And we do have a bit of magical flair about us. And at this, I'll make a minor illusion of a cat appear on the ground. I go, huh? Not bad. And so we did what we could do, the best we could do to help the people there.
But only a bit. We're sure we're not as powerful as Unity, and we're not
course.
trying to be. We're not trying to threaten Unity. We just felt compelled to try to help people there. But, I mean, we're sure Unity is far more powerful than us. We're weak in comparison to you.
So, Rook, go ahead and give me a deception check. And Sunny, give me a persuasion check with advantage.
15. I like that.
19.
Nice, very nice. So Rook, you get the sense sort of because you know which part of it you're telling the truth and where you're lying, and you've tried to lie to this guy a couple times already. You feel like that one got through. And Sunny, you feel like that one that he's sort of placated by, or they're placated by. Okay. You acted out of the goodness of your heart. You saw a situation. You performed magic. All right. And they seem to be considering, under what names are you registered with the Forhian Unity?
I don't think we actually ever registered. We're kind of like what happens when capitalism breaks wind. When we just come across for trade. I'm so sorry, you guys.
I feel like that's maybe just confusing enough to work.
so much. I love it.
So, I'm smiling really widely right now.
So,
And this isn't in a when the DM smiles, it's already too late. The speaker is going to nod somewhat curtly at this and go, yes, the fact that our Forian brothers do not see the need to register magic users has always seemed a bit of an oversight.
Yeah, it's really a downfall of them compared to how great you guys seem to be.
Enough. And now you're going to see the speaker is turning to, again, this sort of screened off area. The most honored and revered Wymond has come to a decision. And my kitten has also come to a decision. Calcifer's like, pet me. Yeah, I know, buddy. You are certainly guilty of the performance of magic or magic-like acts without convocation approval. However, it would appear that your intentions were beneficial to the people of Red Meadow. As such, you shall be allowed to prove yourself to the convocation with a more defined and honorable task. You are to bring back the magical criminal known as the Sunleaf, alive or with sufficient proof of her demise. Upon receipt of this, you will be granted the beneficence of the convocation and be named as Arcanus Minori. In light of your ability, but with great mercy, you have been granted a pair of 10 days to complete this task. The convocation has spoken! And with this, they will bring down their staff, and the sound of bells will peal off the walls of this audience chamber.
Can you just translate all that to me and
Wait,
not
a pair of 10 days? Is that 20 days?
Yeah, is
Yes.
that 20
I
days?
think
And
it's like Capri.
they're going to like make us members of the Unity
And
if we
have
do.
to do something that they themselves have not been able to do?
Is this what we got all from this?
What you got from
Yeah,
this is you need to go find and capture or kill the Sunleaf within 20 days and bring back proof of this, and then you will be made members of the convocation.
I don't want to be members of the convocation.
Well, I think this is a great opportunity.
This sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's awesome that you've spoken with the pealing of the bells. What information can you give us to help us on this? We don't know anything about the Sunleaf, really. Well, we've heard a little, but we know very little. And we also don't know where they might be. Can you help out at all with that? Because you're so wise?
The last sighting of the criminal was to the south, in the town of Swiftcross. We would advise you to seek information either in this city or there directly.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
You need not,
Thank you.
incidentally, return here with their report. And they're going to place a small stone in front of themselves, sort of in a receptacle. If you activate this object, we shall know that you have completed your task. You may do so as soon as you have completed it, for the trip to find her may take you far afield, and we should not wish you to unfairly exceed your time limit.
Great.
Very gracious.
Is there any way for us to communicate with you otherwise if there anything comes up with this gracious, magnificent quest you've given us?
No.
Awesome. Good to know. So we're just on our own? Okay, we'll figure it out because we would love to join the Unity.
Yeah. The bell thing did seem kind of final, so maybe we should just take off then.
And Neldor, you notice something, and you've kind of just been letting this go as they've been speaking. When the speaker rose up to bring their staff down, hanging around their neck was a medallion with a fairly simple mark on it. And it seemed like a sort of a badge of office, and the mayor made mention of like badges of office. The medallion had a set of scales in balance, with a sun in one cup and a moon in the other,
Okay.
which you would know as the mark of your group.
Interesting.
And with this, the guards are going to sort of show you back out. Again, they're not guarding you, they're more guiding you and making sure you don't wander off. They'll take you to the outside of the gates. And it seems like at this point, they pretty clearly know that you were trying to go to the cackling doll, and they'll sort of give you directions back that way.
Oh, that's sweet of them. Okay, let's go.
So helpful.
That's great. Yeah.
Yes.
And we took that little stone thing with us?
I
Yeah,
mean,
I
sure.
assume we did. I don't think
Was
they
it
would have
done?
let us
Yeah.
leave without it.
Yeah.
All right.
So are we at the cackling doll?
making
I'd
our
say
way.
like maybe standing outside.
Yeah, so
Um,
you approach the doors of this place, and you see above one of the main doors, you see a sign that isn't actually a signboard. It's just literally a doll that's like weather beaten, but it looks like it's like covered in cracked, corroded leather, and
Aw.
has a hideously wide smile. And you're pretty sure then this is the sign of the cackling doll.
Yikes.
I love it. Let's live here.
Wow.
Not.
And do you go inside?
So just before we step inside, Ariel's gonna wave at Sunny a little bit.
I'll mind link with her.
So we should like just all be on the same page here. We're like gonna try and find Lethariel, right? We're just like not going to go back. Is that kind of the plan?
I think the plan is to try to find Lethariel and then make a plan from there. We're not going to give her to them.
Okay, I just wanted to be absolutely sure.
Yeah, I mean, we should talk to Neldor in our brains and Rook in our brains, and see. But that was my thought.
Okay. So she'll nod and kind of wait for you to relay that message to everyone.
So I'll let's just have a conversation and pretend that I'm not having to take forever relaying messages.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we have plenty of time to exactly figure this out, but I definitely don't want to hurt Lethariel at all. That's definitely not going to be on our agenda. And in fact, I really think we need to put this stone on a horse and send it in the opposite direction.
But what about the
I
horse? We
kind
can't
of
do that to a horse.
I don't think the stone will hurt the horse.
Nah, it'll be fine.
No, but like a horse
send
will need
it
like
east.
food and things. It'll get
Horses
eaten
are
by
very good at
ants.
foraging for themselves.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, we should tie it to a shark.
I think
so
you
that
read
when
that-
it
I mean, that's not a bad idea. Shark, too. It'd be pretty good.
I
But
think
still.
the horse would drown if we tied it to a shark. That's not a good idea,
No,
Rook.
the
Why would you say that's a
stone.
good idea?
Oh my gosh.
or the shark would like eat it, and it would be like the circle of nature.
Yeah,
Um,
I guess, but not really, because I mean, sharks aren't horses' natural predators from anything I've ever read.
They are for like swimming horses, but I
Are
guess
those things?
yeah, seahorses. At any rate,
Oh, maybe we could tie it to a
Neldor, what do you
seahorse.
think? Neldor, what do you think about the topic at hand?
Neldor, I think you all are crazy.
Thanks.
I have no desire to do anything that those freakazoids want us to do
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
other than find Lethariel.
Yeah, I agree
Agreed.
with that. And I
Agreed.
think we should give the stone a look over. I think you're right. It's likely that they can observe us or track us or hear us or something through it, even
Yeah.
though they made us sound like we'll be on our own.
We might want to wait just a little bit because if they can track us and they find out that we've just sent the stone in the wrong direction, we might just like want to wait until a more opportune time to
That's a good
upset
point.
them.
Maybe we take it with us to Swift Cross, and then in Swift Cross and go off on our own. And that gives us time to study it and figure out what it's doing, if it's doing anything, which it probably is.
Okay, we just got to be really careful about whatever we say around it.
Yeah, we need to not say anything out loud at all that we wouldn't want Unity knowing,
Right.
which is
really hard for
basically
this
everything.
group, I feel.
Yeah.
So I kind of
Like,
think
I
that
just-
So
quicker
remember, we're
we give-
travelers from Fondle.
Nope.
No, we're not
I wrote
fondling
it.
anything.
Oh, and what's it called?
Forhian.
We're travelers from Fornian, riding the winds of capitalism. Unity's not very organized there. All our people died in a attack, and that's really all. That's all they need to know.
Oh, okay. So we're riding the winds of capitalism, not what
Yeah,
happened.
you got really close.
Breaks wind. Okay.
You did real good.
Thanks. Okay, cool. So I will try and get it right next time. Maybe we should go in and see if the
Yeah.
person in this place is okay. I feel
Get
really
some
bad.
rooms.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yes.
it's fine. Yeah.
Head on in.
Yeah, so we'll head in.
Before I walk in, I'm just gonna kind of like check and see if anybody's staring or following us.
No, the people that are sort of in this area are either merchants who are at the square or just townsfolk at the square. And then there was one person who was moving closer to you all, but it seems like he was a stable hand for the inn.
Okay.
Like he
Seems
was
that way, huh?
he was leading a horse to what are pretty clearly the stables.
Lena, incite that.
I was gonna say, do I need to get Sunny to insight? All right. Well, then I guess now I'll head in.
Okay. Inside, there's a warm fireplace around a common room. There's some tables with benches, and you see an older-looking wood elf woman standing behind the bar, just sort of. Welcome to the Cackling Doll. What can I get for you?
Well, we're friends of Mayor
Noble son.
I got it. Nobleson. And I believe the proprietor of this place, Reese, is it?
Rena?
Rena?
Rena.
Is
Rena.
is perhaps expecting us.
Ah, so you're friends of that brat Jared's. I'm Rena.
Hi.
Rena, good to see you.
Did he send you with a message for me?
Did he?
He did.
Oi, he did. Oi.
What the fuck?
I
Oh,
don't
it's
remember
great.
that message.
Great to see you, Rena.
Why
So,
is his voice changing again?
what can you do about setting a few lads and lasses up in this place, huh?
What's wrong with him?
He just has
He's tired.
personality instability.
It's been a long day.
Yeah,
He's broken on the winds of capitalism.
exactly. Anyway,
I wouldn't listen to him, Rena. That's gibberish.
She's just gonna sort of blink slowly, and if you hand over the letter, she'll.
Yeah.
Eh, Gerard's been good for his tab, so sure. I have a couple of rooms open for you. Tell me, would you be that group that drew the attention of the Unity?
Aye, that we are, Rena. Smart ear you have to the ground.
but it's okay. Everything's okay now.
Indeed.
So how about the room, huh?
Of course, a couple of rooms, and he also paid for you for a dinner. Here, there's a quiet table in the corner over there, if you'd like it.
He didn't say anything in his letter to her about magic, right?
We don't know.
You
I don't
didn't
think
open the
we wrote to
letter.
her.
He had sealed it.
We
Unless
are
you did
so-
open it.
Failure.
We are so trusting.
I mean,
Nope.
One of us is not.
would anyone have opened that? Sunny probably wouldn't have.
I was carrying a letter for the magistrate. Would I have been carrying this guy's letter too?
Probably.
Then no, I would not have opened it.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
think so.
What vibe am I getting from her? Is it a vibe like
Insight,
Like-
insight.
the way she's responded when we said that everything's okay with the Unity, and when she asked about Unity, what was the vibe?
They're not wrong. Roll insight.
It's a good question.
20.
Damn.
Let's go.
So, she was, sort of, she seemed, as much as she called, like, Gerard that brat, she's meant it affectionately. Also, you would know he was only in his 30s, and she's a wood elf, so,
Aye.
she got distinctly less, hey, I'm just an innkeeper, like, yeah, my old friends. Like, the questioning got a little more pointed when it came to Unity. And when you said that everything was okay with that 20 on insight, she looked distinctly concerned / displeased.
If it would be possible for us to have a private dining room and we could catch up with you about Geralt, the Witcher?
No, there'll be no
Um,
coins for witchers this go around, no.
About Mr. Nobleson. That would be great. Just private conversation about Red Meadow and reminiscing about the time you spent there. We didn't get to spend much time once there, but we really liked it.
She's
Beautiful,
gonna sort of look at you, and you feel very much the feeling that you've been giving everyone else in existence, including yourself, as you insight check them. She's gonna go, that may indeed be a good idea. Yes, Randolph, get that side room ready for a moment. These are guests of Mayor Nobleson's. I'll bring your food in to you in just a minute.
Great, thank you so much for your hospitality.
And yeah, she indicates one of the tavern workers is going to kind of open the doors and quickly light some candles in and a lamp in a side room that has a large round table that seats about 8. And you all are led in there, and then they close the doors over. They don't lock them or anything, but just the doors are closed over, and distinctly the common room is much quieter now. Or the sounds of the common room are much quieter to you.
Is she in here with us?
No, she said she was going to get you some food,
Okay.
and then a couple minutes later, actually, assuming you didn't have anything else, the door will open, and she and a couple of the staff bring in some food. It's a couple loaves of bread, large bowls of sort of a stew, and some like roasted vegetables. They'll put them down, and she sits down at the table and is looking at all of you, and is like, yes, please, eat. Any friend of Jared's is a friend of mine.
Oh my god, we are so hungry. You are so nice. Can I tell you about my human mating call?
Don't.
Tell me about the human mating call.
Oh,
Well,
God.
Ario launches into the human mating call.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mind Link. Okay, so don't freak out. I don't know what he said to you in this letter, but this is just a thing. You know we're magic users already. Don't freak out.
She's
You're
not.
not freaking out, are
She's
you?
not wrong about the human mating call.
She's doing good. I do feel like my mind link is working, right?
Oh yeah, no, and she said it
Okay.
back in her mind.
Okay, cool. You're okay. You're not very flappable. That's good. I'm very flappable. So What's the lowdown on Unity and everything here?
I like how we've gotten just like shit tons of like 70s slang. I guess we started this trend with Purple Bone Daddy.
We did.
And
Can we have 70s porn music be his battle music next time we fight him?
no.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god. I love TJ and Chris.
I like how Andy and I are like the last bastions of resistance to this. Like, no! Everyone else, yes, make it happen. I'll see what they have in the jukebox.
Jesus.
Maybe we release an alternate edit of the episode, or at least of the Purple Bone Daddy episodes with different sound mixes, Andy.
I like that.
Sonny, you actually noticed something that Rena's like carrying on a conversation out loud and then interspersing it with responding to you. Like, she seems way more comfortable with this than anyone else has been. He goes,
Cool bean.
let me guess, those assholes wanted you to kill the Sunleaf, right?
Yeah, that'd be the gist of it, or capture.
At which point they will torture and then kill her. So, yeah, it's all about the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look, Gerard, in his letter, mentioned that you were capable in certain unusual ways. She actually, like, sort of points to her head as she's saying this. How much was he able to tell you?
My notes know that, but I don't know that off the top of my head. But you should know that, Galway, because you're the DM. So for the purposes of brevity, because this has already got a little long, can we just say I tell her what he told me?
So you summarize that there's been attacks over the last few years. The Night Master is sort of this new figure. The Sunleaf is standing against him, and that the Convocation is doing nothing. The Unity is doing nothing, and the city guards don't seem that able to stop it.
Can we also say that I'm doing the thing that I do when we all talk as a group, where I'm relaying messages, and for, again, the purposes of brevity, not actually relay everything, but this way everyone can be looped in on this conversation this
Yes,
time?
we will not have to do a recap.
Okay. Okay, cool. So if people have questions, like, let's just talk normally, and it's like I relayed it then.
Yes, I'm perfectly comfortable with that.
Okay, cool.
He goes, that's most of it then, yes. Look, the Sunleaf has been the only major defense against what's been happening. The people are afraid, they are terrified. They need a hero. And the Sunleaf is that hero, and now she's gone. She's been gone since she appeared down in Swiftcross a couple months ago. We've had no sightings, there have been attacks since then. This one on Red Meadow that you foiled is the first that has been spoiled since that time. This is not good. Meanwhile, the Convocation, damn Unity bastards, are doing nothing but hunting her. If even that, frankly, I think they're too much of cowards to even go and hunt her themselves. I like how you're just silent.
Yeah, we're
Sorry,
all
I thought you were just pausing, and
No.
then it
Yeah.
just went on. It was just a long, long pause.
Are you of a mind to do what they ask?
We want to find her. We're very interested in finding her, but no, we don't have any intention to give her to Unity.
Good. I would like to offer you a counter-proposal to their offer. Find her. Help her if she needs it, since she's been gone for months. Keep her safe from the Unity and from whatever's hunting her. And if what Gerard said about you is true, work with her to defeat the Night Master. What do you say?
solid.
That's definitely sounds like a great plan because, yeah, I want to fix this fucked up shit. And I mean, Rook said solid. I think everybody else does.
I'm just curious who gave him the name Nightmaster.
Oh, himself, right? It's gotta be himself.
I mean, that's so like M. Night Shyamalan douchebaggery.
I'm unclear of this reference that you're making, but as soon as the stories
okay.
appeared, that was the name that was given. Sort of sounds like something a terrified peasant would come up with.
Oh, well, now I feel bad for laughing. What can you tell us that would help us in this? What do you know that we haven't already been told?
Is it true that she was last seen south? Do you know anything about that?
Yes, she was last seen defending the town of Swiftcross on the Ice Shard River, which you're at the head of here, or at the foot of, technically, from an attack. She disappeared after that, though my sources, extensive though they are, don't know how that happened. There are a couple of groups in town that could know more, and there are also people there that might know more. So you have leads either here in Gotweil or there in the south.
Why do you have extensive sources?
Yeah, who are you exactly in all this?
Give me a persuasion check. And it's
Me
gonna
or
be,
Rook?
it's gonna be sunny, but I'll say that you can have advantage from. I don't know.
Rook helping out?
Yeah, Rook helping out. I'm just trying to decide how Rook would even be able to help out.
Well, he just added
it's not really a conversation. It's more of a...
Oh,
Because I'm hearing all this, basically.
that's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you're not able to really do this, but go ahead and give me a roll. I'm gonna sort of apply it as a flat bonus instead
So
of
if that's with advantage, then it's
It's not.
nat 20. Okay.
It's a 12.
Mhm.
I couldn't justify that, but I could sort of justify that, everyone is looking intent, so it gave you a little bit of a bonus / lowered the DC a little bit. She's gonna sort of nod. Tell me, you all are from... And she's actually going to air quote, far away?
We're from name of city that Lena keeps forgetting.
Not city, it's
Country.
It's a
Yeah.
country.
Country that Lena keeps forgetting.
Brian. She goes, sure you are. Do you know of the Silent Prestige?
That's not anything we've heard of,
God,
is it?
No.
Nah.
I was gonna
Okay.
say this was her actually asking, and for me it was purely rhetorical.
No, none of us know.
We are a quiet organization, hence the name. We believe that these lives that we as the Chosen have been given are gifts, and that everyone should be free to achieve as much as they can. I am a member of the Silent Prestige, and I coordinate our activities here in the city of Gotweil. Any aid that you can give in this mission would result not only in my gratitude and recompense, 250 gold pieces for you each, but in the gratitude of all the other members of the Silent Prestige, and our reach extends very far indeed.
Was that a long pause or was she done?
She was sort of done.
Why do the Silent Prestige care so much about this? Are they in opposition to unity?
We're in opposition to unity here. Most people in this kingdom don't realize, because their connections don't extend far enough, but the unity doesn't behave like this everywhere. In most places, they're happy enough to sort of keep tabs on magic, do some research, blow themselves up occasionally. That's about it. Here, though, this entire unity idea took hold, and they've been much more directive, much more controlling. I don't like it. Neither do the other members of the Prestige. And as for why we're doing this, you have to understand, this is not about spiting the unity Convocation Arcanum more properly. This is because the people here are suffering. They're scared. They're terrified. You saw, I'm sure, in Red Meadow what it meant when you saved them. If my reports were correct, you saw what it meant to the people here in this square. Everyone has grown used to news that if a town was attacked, it's gone.
When did these attacks start?
Four or 5 years ago? It's hard to say because for a couple of years more, the wildlife has been going strange, and it's hard to tell which ones were what type of attack.
What was Unity doing after the new leader came into power before the attacks started?
They created that registration program to know who magic users were. They very actively recruited into their own ranks. They began to develop power bases in the cities of the kingdom. But they seemed, from what my sources have been able to tell, as taken aback by the attacks as anyone else.
What do you know about their new leader?
I don't... Not much, and that's part of what worries me. No one that important should have been able to arrive as quietly as he did and with as little ripple as he did until this Unity fanaticism came out of it. The Convocation Arcanum before that was always just quiet. Sometimes they would even help with crops or the like. But with this new ideal, this new fanaticism, it all went strange. His name is Drexel. He is in the capital far to the south of here, and none of my sources have ever seen him in person.
Okay. What other questions do you guys have?
I mean, Ariel has been talking this entire time to a room that's probably not listening to her, but she's teaching everyone how to do the hamster dance, literally.
Rena's talking. Rena's talking to you out loud as well.
Okay.
She's carrying on a conversation.
I don't know if I have any other questions. I think I'm pretty good right now.
Same.
The two leads that I can give you in this town are the guards themselves may have more information. They have access to reports which even I can't get my hands on very easily. And the other is there's a criminal syndicate known as the Shadow Hand. They could know more. They have a lot of fingers in a lot of pies. An unnatural amount of fingers is what I'm going for here. They may know more if you can contact them. Other than that, I can help you arrange transportation, supplies, and the like for heading down to Swiftcross when you wish to. I'd also recommend that you look around the town, see if there's any supplies here that you wish to get. Gotweil isn't the biggest, but it's a trade town, so there's a little bit of everything.
Gotweil isn't the biggest?
No, it's a smallish town.
Oh, towns are much smaller than this on the continent of name that I keep forgetting. I had two other questions. Is it best for us to approach these contacts through our association with Unity and just stay on the up and up with that? Are any of them trustworthy like you, so I could mind link with them? Or should we just talk out loud about and pretend, we're totally doing what Unity wants? And then the other question is, what do you know about the contact stone they gave us? Do you know anything? Is it dangerous? Are they tracking us through it, etc.?
The stone that they handed you is likely just a messaging stone, one way. Lets you tell them when you're done, I would suspect. They may be able to track it, I'm not fully sure. Different stones have different capabilities. How long did they give you to find her?
20 days. 2 sets of 10.
It doesn't track you. Honestly, they expect you to fail. If they'd been serious about this, they would have given you longer or given you more information based on the questions you're asking me. They're setting you up to fail. I doubt they care to know where you go, nor do they think you're particularly important.
Good to know.
I would be cautious, of course, but that would be my read on the situation. As for the rest of it, the captain of the guard, Catherick's a good sort. He's a little inflexible when it comes to honor and duty. I'm not sure I would, where's my kitten? Goes off again. I'm not sure I would count on him to keep anything you've said too secret, but I also do not suspect him of having any great fondness for the Convocation Arcanum. As for the Shadow Hand, certainly leave my name out of it, and I'm not sure I would recommend invoking the Unity either. Honestly, as best you can figure out, if you can just get to a reason why you yourselves are looking for them, or perhaps even because you have certain abilities and the Convocation has given you this mission and you don't want to be arrested, that might be for the best.
Alright, thanks. We've gotten better at lying, so we should be able to figure this all out with...
The captain of the guard you can find in the halls of the justices, and as for the Shadow Hand, you'll find them on the other side of the river in the Bright-Eyed Deer Tavern.
Perfect.
Great. Thank you so much.
Of course, your rooms should be ready now, and you can go up and get some sleep. I can also recommend some shops in town, if you would like. Make any connections, and like I said, just let me know when you think you want to head south, and I can help you with booking passage.
Sounds good.
And with that, she'll sort of get up and bow slightly to you and head out, leaving you to your food.
Wow, humans have weird mating rituals, you guys.
Oh my god, so weird. I'll show you some stuff when we
Please don't show me
talk
human
about it.
mating rituals.
No, I have I can do it with dolls. Anyway,
I don't want to see that.
Look, I'm just gonna eat, and then we're gonna go to bed, okay?
That sounds good, and tomorrow we'll start on the work that Unity has assigned, because I'd sure love to join their group.
Ariel's gonna look at you and be like, me too? Oh yeah.
Do we have a same room? Or are we sharing rooms?
You have 2
Or
rooms.
do we have 2 of them?
2 rooms each with
Okay.
2 beds, a small sitting area.
Who's
etc.
bunking with me? Is it,
Always
Naldor?
me.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll bunk with Ariel.
And you actually know that what you got is a room, comes with 2 beds, 2 small chests, small table, a chair, and the room that he had booked for you essentially also includes dinner, which is served out in the common room.
I thought we got served dinner in here.
Well, yes, but
Does that just
generally.
happen? Oh,
the
generally,
future.
like tomorrow.
Yes.
Generally.
For multiple days.
Like with
okay, I got
basically
ya.
different rooms come with different amounts of services and privacy.
Okay,
That's nice.
cool.
Capitalism!
The winds
Okay.
of capitalism.
Breaking wind.
Yes.
So do you head up to bed, reflecting on all
Yes.
that's happened?
Yes.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I go to bed.
Yeah.
And I think that, in fact, will wrap it up for us tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for playing. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. If you enjoyed this, give us a follow here on Twitch, where we are Helpful Goat. Follow us on Twitter @HelpfulGoat. Check out our website, helpfulgoat.com. We also have an archive up on YouTube, though I don't think we've gotten any of these up there yet, where we're Helpful Goat Gaming, and of course we have our 2 podcast feeds, Goats and Dragons, which is our long-form D&D campaign, and Helpful Goat Presents, which includes a lot of shorter campaigns, either multi-session ones or one-shots, two-shots, stuff like that. A lot of good fun in there. Thank you so much to all of the players. Thank you so much to everyone listening at home. Oh my god, how much of our chat has just been devoted to the hamster dance?
Lots.
Yeah, right.
What the hell? I look away from stream chat and just suddenly it's hamster dance. Okay. Thank you so much everyone for listening. From all of us here at Helpful Goat, I'm just pondering how much of this has been hamster dance. This is really surreal when I have a cold.
Well, Monty was curious what it was.
Oh, Monty, why would you bring themselves down on yourself? Why? No, Monty, no. Flee. Run now. All right. From all of us here at Goats and Dragons, thank you so much for listening. We hope you have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Good night.
Don't you stay,
Bye.
Take care, everyone.
don't you stay away from Mama too long, y'all.